Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of Drachme and Demigods. I am Sammy Ferber, and I'll be your host for the evening. Welcome back to the Links of Tartarus campaign. We're happy to have you. We're happy to be here. Just the same announcements as usual. These episodes are uploaded to YouTube every Saturday on our YouTube channel. You can find a link to it down below. Or if you're watching this on YouTube right now, hi from the future. I hope things are a little calmed down in the future. Also, the Red Opera Season 2 is airing on Fableforge RPG's Twitch channel every Tuesday night. We host it here every Tuesday night. I am in the cast. It's a really great continuation of the Red Opera story. Definitely check it out, and those episodes are on YouTube on Sundays on the Red Opera, so on the Fableforge RPG YouTube channel. So definitely check those out as well. Follow us on socials. It's that kind of night. Follow us on socials, and all that jazz. And let's get into the story here, folks. Huh? How do we feel about that? Let's get some music going. Let's see the cast. Look at that beautiful cast. All right. So previously on Drachme and Demigods, the hands of fate worked quickly to try to resurrect Anura's father, Therai, after he was brutally killed by Maiden Pelbenion. But, although Anura's Revivify spell was successful, it didn't quite go according to plan. Therai's soul already belonged to another creature, so when they brought him back to life, his soul was essentially brought back separately from his body, leading to a floating orb of Therai alongside a relatively blank slate of a body of Therai. The party learned that if Therai's soul had been claimed by a demon, the only way to truly fix it would be to go to that demon's home plane and destroy the physical manifestation of the deal that was struck. But in the short term, the Hands of Fate had some monsters to kill. First, they met back up with Arcanist Alar Zinavodel, who returned from Xander with a potion of etherealness for them to use in their upcoming battle, before needing to quickly return to the capital to try to prevent the king from starting a war with Athens. Ilme also noticed that her bag of portal seemed to have received a new message from the mysterious benefactor of the late Qatar of the Fey Slumber, a message seeming to know that the Hands of Fate were in Sylvan. But that would need to wait, because time was of the essence. Anura took the potion and traveled to the ethereal plane, and with Alexios' help, was able to find the spectral button that made the secret passageway to the Maiden's lair appear. So, on two simultaneous planes of existence, the party rushed into Miala's lair and fought. It was a hard battle, with Pelbenion with the Link of Tartarus on one plane of existence, and Miala on the other with the candles of her sisters attempting to help her vanquish her foes. But eventually, Anura was able to kill Pelbenion before getting knocked unconscious themselves when they momentarily forgot that touching a link is bad news. But luckily Anura was fine, and the party was able to kill Miala as well, seemingly ending the threat on Sylvan, and restoring the now third Link of Tartarus into safer hands. So, you all looted the bodies and were set to leave the lair as we ended last session. You have the new link in a blood glass cube, and you know Alar most likely won't return until at least tomorrow. So, the floor is yours, Hands of Fate. What are you doing?
What the fuck is up with the hit points?
Can I check my
Nothing has changed.
Can I kind of just like sneakily just like I'm gonna check those papers, because I've been meaning to do that for like 5 sessions or more.
The red and green papers?
Yes.
Sure, make a perception check.
Oh shit. Okay.
And are you trying to hide this from the rest of the party?
I mean, just like a little glance, not necessarily from the party, but like maybe from like all the other people that are around us.
I mean, you guys are still in the lair right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's just
right.
y'all.
For some reason, I thought we were back out in the temple.
No,
okay,
no,
then
no.
yeah, I want to check him.
Sure.
Perception, you said?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me bring up my character. I don't know what happened with D&D Beyond, but perception +1. 13.
13.
+5. 18.
Okay, 18.
18. Okay, thank you.
as you're flipping through these papers, Alexios just comes and puts a hand on your shoulder and is like, "What you looking at?"
That's fine.
So you pull out the green papers first, and you see nothing on it. They are as blank as they were the day you found them. But you pull out the red papers, and you see a message scrawled in beautiful handwriting that looks very familiar to Ilmay, as it matches the handwriting of the letter that is in the bag of portal. And the message just says, "Hands of Fate in Sylvan."
So I can assume that the red paper is basically like my inbox, and the green paper is my my like setting.
You know what? Make an intelligence check.
Oh
Oh
god.
god.
Fuck, dude.
I
Come on.
wasted
my time.
Why,
I give
why are
you
you
even
doing
guidance.
this to me?
Add a D4.
Okay, an intelligence. All right. Hold on.
Oh.
I
Needed.
love asking for a check and everyone groans.
You need it. I can take some
Oh,
guidance
okay.
from
That's good. That's good.
Plus a D4.
Okay, and that's an intelligence.
Just an straight intelligence check.
Okay, so -1 plus 4. So
Plus a
21.
D4, so you have to roll
oh
a D4.
shit! All right,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, if I can grab it, I literally felt it like 4 times. Bruh.
I don't have anything else to help you with, I don't think.
Okay.
So
Cool beans. That's a 4.
Okay, so it's
Oh, I
an
thought you
overall
meant-
+3.
Yes. So 1, 2, 20. I rolled an 18. My
So
modifier
22.
is -1,
21.
bringing it down to
21.
a 17. Plus 3 is 21. I don't know why that was so hard
21.
for my brain to like
Yes.
process.
17
Wait, I thought you
plus 3?
you rolled a 19, right?
Wait. No, that's 20 then.
17 plus 3 is 20.
What did you
Hold on,
roll
hold on.
overall?
Yeah.
What was your dice roll?
My dice roll. I wish I just had a camera looking straight down so I could show you, but I mean, I
This is
rolled
an
18.
So it's a 21 in
18.
total.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So an 18 plus 3 would be 21. Because it was -1 plus 4.
Yes.
Okay. Cool beans. Cool
Cool.
beans.
21.
Math
Jesus
is
Christ.
That was really confusing for no reason at all, and I just want to apologize. 'Cause, like,
Math is hard, you know?
Listen, we're warming up. We're warming up.
you guys want to see my dice bag? This is the.
Oh my god.
It's cool. I promise. I put a bunch of pins on it.
Cute.
Nice little like
Nice.
OG leather dice bag that I've
So
had
the
for
result of
years.
your roll, Regent.
Yes.
So it very well could be that is the system, that the red is the inbox and the green is the outbox. You also know, because these belonged to the Glory Maker, and that the Glory Maker was involved in various different groups, that it could also be 2 completely separate modes of communication with different groups. Or it could be inbox, outbox.
Green for Gladiator.
Okay.
Just so you know, this is the same person that has the bag of portal. It's the same person, same handwriting, and they responded to me saying that Hands of Fate were here as well. So it looks like Qatar and the Glory Maker were probably in the same group.
Well, didn't Qatar say that they had a benefactor? Maybe they're not in the group, but that someone in the group was their benefactor. That's where they got the bag.
Yeah, but it
Qatar's
just
benefactor wanted the scale.
yeah.
And this message was pertaining to, or it came when we were dealing with a link.
Yeah.
And
There's informants
Now-
in Sylvan that
it's
have told this
also
person.
in
Well, the thing is
communication with
also-
the Eyes of Gaia.
I'm
You,
assuming.
you
That's a
do know
trifecta.
you do know that the Glory Maker was both like a gladiator man, but was also freely admitting to be a member of the Eyes of Gaia.
Yeah, and plus we know Qatar's benefactor is in Xander, so with the king of Sylvan having his birthday and everything, and being in the Xandarian Empire, it's a good chance that that Qatar's benefactor knew that we were here.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we probably should do something about this at some point.
Maybe not right
Just-
now, but
Once we deal with this link. We need to do something with this link. I don't want to hold it forever.
I'll hold it. Just kidding. Keep it.
And the link
This
is just
killing.
right now. Alexios has it in the blood glass cube, and this link is just anytime someone talks is just sort of adjusting itself to just look at you all.
Can I look at the link and say hello?
It just turns to face you.
Who are you?
Uninterested.
I just wanted to know who you were so we weren't rude, but
Is there anybody here you're interested in?
you're dead.
You all worship others, so I have no business with you.
Look, I just wanted to know who you were so we weren't like, just calling you a link. We'd at least be able to call you by your name.
I am Thea, Titaness of Sight and the Shining Ether.
Oh, so that's how
That makes sense.
Neon had true sight.
Interesting.
I give many gifts to those who worship me.
And what do you do about the ones that don't?
Why are we
Nothing whatsoever,
provoking-
unless they cross me.
Would you count us killing your followers as crossing you?
It certainly does not put you in the good books.
Let's not provoke a Titanus.
I'll take the link from Alexios and shove it into the bottom of my pack. You're like, well, you're going in here for now. We'll deal with you later.
She says nothing, you just put her in the back.
All right.
All right,
Can I
guys.
search for information?
What do you mean?
Is
What
there
do you mean?
anything that would tell me anything about the six sisters here in this dungeon where they
Okay.
have stuff?
Because you're looking for something extremely specific, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I think I'm good at this. Tell me I'm good at this. It's a natural 17.
Okay, so you can't be that
Plus-
bad at it.
I'm sorry, my phone is slow. I have a high intelligence, so it's a.
It's probably gonna be
Oh,
good.
yeah,
It's
blame the
it's at least a
phony.
20. It's at least a 22.
You said investigation?
Yeah,
26.
yeah. So you take a good look around the room as your friends are looting the bodies and that sort of thing. You're just sort of looking at what exists in this room. You spend some time looking at the tools and supplies that are on these sort of benches and tables around the room. You very quickly deduce that she has been making she's been tanning human flesh and making it into bags similar to the one that she has on her currently, patching different areas of skin into one material. But it also seems like she puts a lot of care into it. Even though she's tanning flesh, you don't get an immediate sense of decay or death. And you can see various bottles and chemicals of some sort on the tables, and it seems like this leather is well treated. It just comes from a horrific source. You see a mirror on one end of the room that has been shattered. Seemingly, and with your high intelligence, you can sort of try to CSI put this crime scene together. Seemingly, it was hit by something that caused it to shatter. Something was thrown at it, and it was shattered. You also see papers written in a language you don't speak, but seem to be handwritten papers. And also images as well that have been drawn, not by any means with a particularly artistic hand, but you can still make out the basic images of 6 forms standing together with 6 much larger forms behind them. But that's sort of all you got. Besides the actual candlesticks, which I will say, as you get to that part of the room, you can see with all the flames extinguished, the candles look essentially identical, no matter which one you look at. But there are some characteristics that set them apart. There's one that seems to have a bit of frost coming from the bottom of the candle and curling to the top of the actual candlestick, which is an odd juxtaposition to the flame on top that is now extinguished. You see, when the red candle was extinguished during the battle, this sort of like red rope came out of it, and that rope is there, but you see as you're looking at it, it's just like slowly beginning to fade away into nothingness. It's odd. But you're just seeing like almost residual effects of these sisters.
Did I see Alexios looking around for like anything and finding the papers?
He's not being stealthy about it.
Yeah, I was going to take the papers regardless.
And I look at the papers and
takes
see if
them.
I understand them.
You do. It's written in Titanic.
Oh, fucking great.
Yeah.
What did they say then?
The papers talk of the sisters being reunited once more, being rejuvenated, getting forgiveness from their titans, being beautiful once more, for real, with no illusions, with helping to bring their masters and mistresses back to their rightful place in charge of the world, in charge of the universe. It talks of hatred for those that killed Colossia, and the sorrow that fills Miala's heart at the loss of her sister after eons of connection and vowing for revenge. And then you also get to portions that...
It's funny how that played out.
You also get to portions of joy. Seemingly when the link came to her, you see portions where she talks about being overcome with gratitude that her devotion all these centuries and millennia has finally become fruitful, as it was her prayer and her worship of Thea that brought the link to her. And that connection was formed, and the connection was so strong that Pelopenion was able to come in to that connection, and they were both able to feed off of the power of Thea. And because, as a reward for Miala's worship, Thea helped them with any of their goals that they had, allowed them to exaggerate any of the scale of any of their plans, and just absolute gratitude that after all this time, she was finally getting taken seriously by the only person that she cared to be taken seriously by.
Now I feel bad about killing them. God damn it, Sammy.
All right. I say we should probably go back up and let the other priests know about these two, because they've known them for a long time, and they should see what they truly are. And then hopefully, maybe the king will see this as well and not declare war against. What's the place called?
Ithaca.
Ithaca, yeah. Also, should we try and figure out what happened there? Like, I don't think that was... Do you think that was Miala and
Honestly,
Palmenion?
I think it was. I think that when they
Probably
stayed in the
was.
temple, that they messed with it somehow when they were asleep. That seems like the most
pretty
likely
accurate for
thing
them.
to me. I don't know how else they would have been able to.
Yeah, Wayward says she checked the boxes beforehand, didn't she? She looked inside and she saw the book and everything.
And you know what I will say, as Alexios has given Anura the writings and Anura has spent some time translating, Alexios, you finish your search, you do see tucked into a corner one leatherbound book.
I'm gonna grab it.
Fucking kidding me?
Leatherbound book. I want to look inside.
It
Does it
seems
hurt
to be
when I touch it?
no, it seems like a normal book, with normal leather, not human leather, and it seems to be a
God.
rather dry history of peacetime between Ithaca and Sylvan.
We found it!
So, what? Okay, we really
Wait,
need to
Adagio.
tell the king about this.
Adagio, can you send a message to the dude?
No, I
I can't
can't
remember his
actually.
name.
I have no third level spells.
Wait,
Yeah,
is
Wait,
we
we
have
gotta go
rest
back
yet,
upstairs.
y'all.
We gotta get to the other clerics.
are we supposed to send this to somebody?
We
Is
need to
this
tell
from...
the king what happened so that he doesn't declare war.
Oh, I thought the book.
That's the book that
Book is
that
evidence.
was supposed to be the gift.
Oh.
Evidence that Ithaca didn't, purposely attack Sullivan,
Yeah, so we really need to get a hold of.
the Arcanist.
Yeah,
Whatever his name
Arcanist.
is.
I like Arcanist.
Wait, don't say it, don't
Arcanist.
say it, don't say it.
Okay.
Arcanist.
Wait. Hold on. Arcanist, Alar,
Yeah.
What is happening? Oh, you're trying to say it. Okay.
I'm trying to remember it. Alar,
This is why humans only have one name in this universe.
Alan's Bane, I don't know.
Xina Vodel.
Fuck.
Xinavodel. Xina
Love
Vodel.
them.
Close
Love
enough.
them. Adagio, I'm gonna need you to make some fan art of the Arcanist.
I'm dead.
Yeah, let's go.
Is that enough of the...
Run!
Okay,
Alright,
so you all go up the spiral staircase back into what was previously the Maiden's bedroom, the Maiden's Quarters. You do still see the moving around body of Thurai, with a couple of the other clerics and priests are still in this room.
If your dad's soul isn't in that body and I sleep with him, am I still sleeping with your dad?
I've never felt like I got slapped by a sentence before.
Bruh.
What the fuck? Can I just turn to Adagio and go, what the fuck did you just say?
That's it, Adagio. All right, you've gone too far. You're kicked out of the band.
Also,
okay.
he's basically like a
So and so.
child. That's not okay, dude.
We'll see you back in Delphi.
It was an academic question. I don't see what's wrong.
He's like I don't think he could consent in this case anyway.
It's not bad. As you guys emerge, you see one of the priests. You see it's a dwarven man with a holy symbol for Ares. Said, "Is everything all right? Did everything get solved?"
Yes, we have evidence here against the maidens, Miala and Pelbenion. If you want to come downstairs, you'll see what they became. We also found evidence that they are the ones that attacked the king with those chain devils. We found the original book that was supposed to be the gift down in their chambers.
I thought we were taking the bodies.
There were a couple of
A
eels
message to the
in
Arcanist.
your school of fish, if you may.
He sort of looks around to the other priests in the room. Does anyone have the energy left in them to send a message to Alar? You see, an elven woman. I believe I have perhaps just enough to send one message. Would we want to see this evidence first?
Do you want to see the evidence?
Do
first?
you want to see
Do you
it?
want
It's a little grisly, but
The
Be my guest.
Arisian dwarven priest like, let's look at the evidence. Let's arrest the maidens, and then we'll talk to Alar.
Oh no! There will be no arrest. They're
They're dead.
dead.
I see.
Yeah.
That is a shame, but quite all right. Worst case scenario, if we need to, we can speak with their bodies and get any sort of closure that we may need.
One was a demon. So
An incubus
I
specifically.
don't know how that will work. Maybe I. Sure, let's go.
yeah, follow us.
Let's just go.
All right, so both the dwarf and the elf come with you downstairs, and they take in the gruesome sight, and they're momentarily speechless. And as the dwarf goes to inspect the bodies, you see the elven woman just begins to make some arcane sigils in the air and seems to immediately be sending a message.
I
Ayla,
blame
it's
her.
Naivara. The maidens were guilty. Monsters. Hands of fate have solved it. There is proof. Stop the war. She waits for a bit.
Mom, shoot.
He is grateful. He does not have the energy to return today, but the message will be shared with the king, and he should be back tomorrow and will like an audience with you.
Oh, we also have his necklace. I guess I forgot to mention that.
And the book. We got the book.
We already talked about the book.
I suggest you bring all relative evidence to your meeting with Ayla and the king tomorrow.
All right.
You have done
Will
a good
do.
thing here, and we are grateful for it.
Well, we knew something was wrong as soon as we came to the city, and we're just glad that we could solve it.
Yeah, man. Invisible giant spiders don't just pop up out of nowhere. Shit was nuts.
What the fuck?
You are
Wait, have
correct.
y'all has the party told Honora about this yet?
Well, you saw the spiders in the ethereal plane, and then you saw them disappear.
Yeah.
You saw them reappear on the material plane.
But had I heard the party talk about encountering them before?
Oh, I
bet
don't think so. Oh, I think they caught you up to speed with, like, there was a fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the dead woman.
Yeah.
Why don't, as we're waiting for tomorrow, let's do you want to go to your parents, see how your mom's doing with the whole
Soul
Sarai
dad.
situation?
Now, let's see if I get blamed for this one.
All right, so
This is
I
you're
don't know what else to say.
you're heading back to Anora's parents' place.
We'll be right here
Wait,
with
yeah.
you.
Huh.
Everything is gonna be okay.
Hold up.
Yeah. Anything you want to do before you go?
Oh god, everyone turned into robots. What is happening?
Shoo-weep.
Well, you
Bebop. Anything you want
Okay,
to do before
I
you
know
go,
you-
Anora?
Can I ask about how to deal with the Constitution thing and the fact that my hit points are still reduced?
What do you want to ask?
Can I be like, hey, so in the fight, they managed to make it where, like, I couldn't heal like I normally do or have as much health as normal. how do I deal with this?
Let's see.
I mean, if I have to stay like this, we're fucked. I have 35 hit points.
That's fine.
Nivara,
We'll be your
the,
meat shields while you're in the Avatar state.
the elven priest, she goes, well, I don't know the exact effect that you are under. However, I don't have the energy currently, but we could always try a greater restoration. It helps most maladies.
All right, we'd have to try it tomorrow. That's fine. But I was
Yes.
just wondering if anyone had any ideas.
That would
yeah,
be
I
my
might
first
need that
instinct.
too.
All
So-
right.
We both got a little fucked up.
If either of you could provide the necessary materials for the spell, it would be greatly appreciated.
What,
yeah,
what
I'll
do
look
we
and see if
need?
I can find them. I have this spell. I can find it.
About 100 gold's worth of diamond dust per
Oh,
cost.
God, okay. Well,
God.
we'll try our best.
You-
Where could we find that in Sullivan?
I suppose you could try to ask the jeweler. We might have to look through our inventories. We used most of our diamond reserves trying to resurrect Sealath.
And then I use the rest of it. Probably.
Okay,
We are running a bit low.
We will try our best. I honestly don't know if we'll be able to find any here, but we'll try.
We could always travel around.
Yes,
Okay.
I would recommend looking around the trade center just to see if there are any potential. It's going to be hard.
Okay. Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
We will see you then.
Do you want to first, Honora, do you want to go to your parents, or do you want to try and find this stuff?
Let's go to my parents.
Okay.
I'm also fairly out of commission, so I might just pass the fuck out at this rate.
Okay. Well, I can always look for it. So.
I'll give you some money.
God, are we going shopping?
Not right now.
Oh.
Let's
All right,
go
so you
then.
guys are heading back to Honora's parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any interest in bringing the body of Therai along?
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should.
Do you like what is
Can
happening?
I
Stuff
go?
him in the
to,
bag and
like,
hold
all
him.
right, we're gonna go take
I'm
a trip
joking.
to
I'm
take
kidding.
you somewhere safe for now, okay? So I'm gonna grab him by the hand and start leading him.
Oh, cold hands.
I don't know
So,
what to say to that. I
there's-
had to come back and I lost it.
Does Thurai's body just have like no real cognitive thought, but like everything he thinks just thinks out loud? You know,
It's unclear. You've never really seen something like this before. It doesn't seem like he's like completely brain dead or anything like that. Like he's not Frankenstein's monster or anything. It just
What
seems
if-
like
if-
it just seems like he's not Therai. He's just like
What
a
if
dude.
Therai's like really cool, and we'd be like killing someone by like shoving Therai's soul back in his body. Therai number 2.
yeah, man. I watched Scooby Doo with the mystery. Fuck.
We are not gonna
messed
have
up
a
the title.
Molly Mock and Lucian situation here, motherfuckers.
I will say, Honora, when you sort of like grab his hand to pull him, his hand is still ice cold.
Like that.
Let's have some fire spells if you want.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Burn him up!
But
Burn him up!
let's go ahead and go back, guys.
Okay. So, you walk outside, and it's hard to conceptualize it, but it is still just barely dawn.
Yes, you know what that means.
Damn it.
Yes, Adagio, if you guys are walking Adagio, you will go up to full hit points.
Yes! Take that.
Fucking lucky. I'm sitting here at 8, but then again, my max is only 35 right now.
Oh, I'm excited. All the way back up.
Photosynthesis.
Yeah. So you guys
know,
take
coffee
the
is the
time
house of the
and
soul.
enjoy this sort of slow walk, knowing that the evil in this city is gone. And eventually you
Well,
come... Huh?
Part of it's still in our bag.
That's true. That's true. You come to the now familiar home of Anura's parents with the dark wooden door. And you as you approach, you hear a scream from the inside.
Tammy, I swear to God. I'm gonna run up and immediately burst in the door.
You burst into the door and you see, right in the living room, you see the floating orb of Therai's soul. And on the other side of the room, holding a kitchen knife, half dressed with, like, makeup that you see has only been put on one eye, but is now, like, dripping down her face. You see the absolutely terrified form of your mother with a knife outstretched towards this orb.
I'm gonna immediately run over to her and like put myself between them and like place my hands on her shoulders.
What's going on?
Mom, calm down. Put the kitchen knife down.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck. I think that's just a straight roll for me. Oh, it's cocked. Damn it. I've accidentally bent my rolling tray, so it keeps getting stuck. 18.
18. She goes, I don't know what's happening. The light says that it's Therai.
It is. It's Therai. It's Dad.
What happened?
Will you sit down and put the kitchen knife down first?
You, like, pry the knife out of her hands and direct her into a chair, and she just sort of, like, collapses into it.
I want to look to somebody and look to the rest of the party. Will someone, like, make some tea or something? I feel like she's not going to take this well.
I will make the tea.
As everyone else enters, she looks at you. She looks at you all, and then as she looks past you, her eyes go wide again, and she almost tries to grab the knife again as the body of Therai walks in, just like sort of looking at the new space.
Mom, calm down. I will explain. Stop waving the kitchen knife around, please.
Why are you not freaking out?
I will explain. Because I was there when all of this bullshit happened.
I'm gonna like drag Adagio into the kitchen with me. Yep.
All right.
You two pull yourselves into the kitchen.
We're making tea, buddy. Also, you know, I've kind of awkward out there. I feel bad.
Just a little.
I don't want to
if you wanted some one-on-one time, you can just say so.
Oh my god.
Listen, just help me make the damn tea. All right.
Oh, no.
Do either of you know how to make tea?
I think I do.
I'd say you probably do.
Easy to make.
Tea's pretty easy to make. You gotta boil water and
tea for the children.
I try to put salt in there instead of sugar. 100%.
Calm down.
Yeah, so it takes a few minutes just to find all of her supplies and stuff, but you do eventually get a pot of tea ready to bring to the other room.
That's not how it works, but can I bless her tea?
Sure.
It's like slightly shining with Apollo's light. Here,
the boiling water in it is now holy water.
Oh my god.
So,
water.
Adagio and Ryujin bring in the tea, and she takes one, and you see, like, the entire time that she's been waiting, her eyes are just flickering between the body of Therai and the orb of Therai, just back and forth, back and forth.
All right. Is the kitchen knife out of her hands?
Yes, you've now taken the kitchen knife.
Okay. So, Dad might have to help me explain this one. It's a doozy.
I'm dead.
Thanks for that. That was helpful to explain the orb.
And you see the physical Therai goes, I'm dead too.
Oh, nice.
Wait, what? Can I feel for a heartbeat?
You feel for a heartbeat? You feel nothing.
Holy shit! Okay, that's cool, A, but B, terrifying. So So I guess
Yeah,
I have to
so
start
that-
at the beginning of what happened when I ran out this morning, and I'm guessing Adagio and Ryujin woke you up.
Yes, it has not been a particularly calming day.
So the dreams from before came from one of the 6 sisters. Does she know who they are?
That's 3. No, she doesn't.
So there's some really old magical beings of Gaia. And they saw you and Dad with me in the temple after I was born, and that you could see beauty in the mark, and they wanted to destroy that.
So it was them this whole time? These 6 sisters for years?
Yeah, it was one of them. The sister who was here and causing these dreams was Miala.
I can't believe it.
They're the ones who sent the dreams to. She's the one who sent the dreams to you, and the dreams that Dad was having were from Pelbinion. He was an incubus,
Oh, God.
and in trying to get back at me and the party for everything that had happened so far in Sullivan, he killed Dad. And Miala came to me in a dream to tell me that it was happening, and as soon as I woke up, I ran to the temple to try and stop it. And I got there, and he was already dead. And I tried to bring him back, but because basically he had been corrupted already by Pelbinion, his soul belonged to Pelbinion.
Okay, we just need a more powerful resurrection ritual. I will grab my diamonds, we will
No.
go to the temple, and we will sort this out.
That's unfortunately not how it works. The resurrection ritual doesn't have to be any more powerful. If it would have worked, it would have worked when I cast it. We have to be able to go to the plane of existence that Pelbinion is from and destroy the contract in order for his soul to be able to be reunited with his body.
That doesn't even sound possible.
Some of the priests had heard of it before when I asked them about it. I'm so sorry.
What am...
If I had never come back, this would have never happened.
No, don't say that. If you had never come back, more and more people would have gotten hurt and would have gotten killed. You did good. I just don't know what I'm going to do now.
Hey, there's a new head maiden spot.
Oh my fucking god!
How about this?
I wanted that spot.
I know you've been here in Sullivan for a long time, right? You know, you've got a life here, and have you ever considered maybe going somewhere else?
I never had in the past. This has been my home for for decades.
Centuries?
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay.
Surprise! She's actually immortal.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna just grab everybody and huddle really fast.
Okay.
Can I stay with her because I assume I know what this is going to be about?
Nope. You're half in huddle, half out of the huddle. Partial
Oh
huddle.
my god. Okay.
I mean, what do you guys think? Try and bring up the topic of Delphi. Is that something we should? I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I
I
feel like
think-
when stuff like this happens, Delphi.
Currently, that might be a little bit much.
I feel like you're putting all our loved ones in one place for a giant fireball to just go boom.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Or a lightning bolt.
All right now.
Isn't that why we have a ship?
What?
Yeah, put them on the
put
ocean.
half
so
your loved ones
Poseidon
on the
can
ship,
crash.
half your loved ones in Delphi. Then you'll need 2
Wow,
lightning
that-
bolts, and that's never gonna happen.
That's
Or
not
one
right.
from
They'll
Acrates
never strike
and
a
Apotrepo at a lightning bolt.
Or
There you go.
one link comes back
Yeah.
with a
Another
fucking
black
dragon, and we're
attacks
screwed.
Delphi.
I feel like right now that's just a little bit too much to talk about. I think we need to let her process what's happening. Fuck, I need to process what's happening.
Okay.
We're heading to Tartarus.
I'll
eventually.
table it. I won't mention it.
It's not guaranteed, but we
I
can
mean,
at least promise to help. Attempt.
If y'all are gonna go shopping for the diamonds and stuff, I might join you in a bit, but I do want to stay with her and make sure she's okay.
Say she has diamonds.
how is she gonna maintain a job and take care of both your dads?
That's
Those
a good
dad
question.
will watch dad body.
She should
We'll get-
definitely move in with us.
By the way, that sounds like a
Oh.
sitcom. By the way.
It does.
Great. Babysitting my own body.
I think right now though we just need to give her some time to process this first, Alexios.
And we still have to clear up a war, so we got things on our plates.
Yeah. Can I leave the huddle now?
No.
Is there
Pug.
Put your hand in the middle.
is there any large source of like water in this city?
I
Like
mean,
a
there's
lake?
the
like a river?
fountain. I mean, no. In terms of large sources, no. But there is the fountain that you had that fight at.
Damn it. Okay.
But that's definitely you assumed to be fresh water.
Okay.
I think we just gotta give her some time to process before we bring up her moving her whole life.
We'll just slip a note in her tea and like.
No! Guys,
put-
I will bring it up, I promise. Just
Delphi
give her
question
some
mark at the
time.
bottom of the teacup.
I wrote you've been poisoned at the bottom of her teacup. So when she finishes, she's like, "What?"
God. I will bring it up and ask her about it and ask her to move back to Delphi, but just give it some time. We both need to process what just happened.
She's already been blessed by Apollo's holy water.
She doesn't follow Apollo, so I don't know what you thought that would help do.
It would help bring the light back into her eyes.
Oh.
God. That was so sappy.
That's how that works.
You're welcome.
So if I was to do that as a worshiper of Poseidon,
Oh
would
my
that
God.
just be sad?
But I'm a cleric, so
Bring
Apollo
the water back into their eyes.
makes her cry. The
Yeah.
tea was so bad.
Instant tears.
That is extremely salty tea.
Oh my God. I think just give her some time to process and we'll get back to it. I'd also like a bit of time to process. I mean, I just got my dad back and now look what's happening.
Okay, so why don't you two sit and talk about what's happened, and the rest of us can try and find some diamond dust.
Do you need any? I'll give Ilme 100 gold for my part of it.
Okay.
Before we break the huddle, right? There's just something in my head that I can't get out. Remember when Adagio asked, like, can he sleep with your dad, right? I thought, right, if your mom sleeps with your dad's body, right?
We're
is it
not.
cheating?
Stop.
It's just, oh,
Nope,
Or is
we're
it a
not going into
threesome?
this.
Okay, so at this point, I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna get up and walk out of the house. I'm going outside. I regret this huddle. Goodbye.
I do too. Why did
but
you make me
Ryuji,
part
you
of this?
get it, right? You
Goodbye.
get it.
I'm leaving.
I hate you all. I didn't want to think about my parents having sex, but thanks.
Ah, you're welcome. What a friend
Okay.
for.
So you break the huddle.
Yes, let's I'll grab all the guys and we'll make our way to the
Making my way downtown.
trade center trading
Sure.
spot.
Yep. As you guys leave, and Anora
Yeah.
stays, Anakis sort of has her head down. You know, your friend was joking, but I think she may have said something true.
What?
There are no other remotely powerful followers of Aphrodite in this city anymore. I am hardly powerful, but even still, I think I might be now the highest ranked. I have a duty here. And Anura, while it would bring me joy to go somewhere and be under your protection, I don't think I can. I don't think I've earned the right to be protected by you, as you were never protected from me.
I don't think you have to earn the right to be protected by me. I've
I know.
learned in the last couple of days so many things that I never thought I would learn. And I gained both of you back thinking that I never would. It doesn't matter where you go, no matter where any of us are at. I will do everything in my power to protect both of you and never let anything like this happen again. I know I saved so many people coming back, but at the end of the day, me coming back is what caused this. And I will spend as long as it takes making it up to both of you and making it right.
I wish I had something to give you.
You don't have to give me anything.
You're not much for jewelry, are you?
I'll occasionally wear it, it's just not often.
I just want you to know just how grateful I am for you. How sorry I am that it took me this long to say that. You may not be my blood, but you are. And I am so proud of who you've become and who you are on the road to being. And this mess, I have no doubt in my mind that you will fix this. And when you do, that's when we'll be together again as a family.
You know, I never thought I'd come to a point where I even had much of a family. I mean, I had Huntress Alexandra, which that's a whole other bucket to look into that I need to look into still. And then I had the sisters in the woods. And now I have the party and you and Dad back and so many other people who care about my well-being and the party's well-being, and I've never said it out loud, but knowing what I know now and what I've done, and I'm going to stop and reach and grab both of her hands to look at her. I forgive you. It wasn't something you could help. It wasn't the evil in you. It was the evil of somebody else who had no right doing what they did. And you were just trying to protect yourself and the city you called home. I don't blame you. I don't blame either of you. Shit happens.
Still, let me leave you with something at least. And she stands and she goes upstairs. As she does, as you are momentarily alone in this room, you feel a warmth coming from the side of your leg. And you see that underbrush is glowing brightly. and you see that crescent moon shape begin to glow and almost widen. It almost fills in to almost more of a waxing moon. And it lengthens slightly, gets sharper, gets brighter, before it comes back to neutral. You can replace the underbrush in your inventory with underbrush enlightened.
Holy shit!
It's a healing weapon, and boy, have you healed.
Holy fuck! That was not what I was expecting to happen today. You said enlightened?
Yes, it's called underbrush enlightened.
Found it.
It's essentially the same, but it's now a +2 to attack rolls. It adds +2 to your spell attacks and spell DC. And in addition to allowing you to cast Moonbeam once per day, it also has an additional property.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to delete the old one. Oh no, I right clicked. Ah! I'm freaking out. Okay, and I don't have to reattune, right? I just can.
It's the
I
same
still stay
weapon,
attuned.
so yeah, you can still
Okay.
say you're attuned to it. It's the same weapon.
Okay. Making sure.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and pick it up then.
It
From
feels
where I
good
have it
in
next
your
to me.
hands. It feels comfortable. It feels not only just good as in it's like warm and is balanced nicely. It feels good. It feels like goodness in your hand.
Sorry, I was reading through it. I just want to look it over, and while she's still gone, I'm gonna pray real quick, I guess.
Sure. Just in the middle of the room.
Yeah, I'll look to both of the Thurais and be like, I'm gonna pray real quick. Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit like cross-legged, like I guess on the couch or whatever I'm on, and have it balanced across my hands with my hands facing palm up. And I'm gonna make sure that I have like some way that I can also like, I don't know. I'm gonna take my amulet off and have it gripped in one hand too.
Okay.
I at this point don't even know what I did to deserve this. Because I know I've done a lot of things that you wouldn't appreciate. But I've also done things that I know you would. And I don't know, thank you for everything. I've come a long way from the traumatized little kid that you took in on the edge of those woods. And I wouldn't have made it this far and be who I am without everything you taught me and gave me the chance to do. So, thank you. I don't think you'll ever know how much what you did means for me. Also, is there any way I could, be able to actually go back to the temple every now and then? It's kind of a grounding feeling. And I feel at home in a way I never thought I'd be able to.
You send this message up into the ether, which now has a sort of different meaning.
I almost died there.
Eventually you hear the sound of Anakis's feet coming down, and she has a bag full of things. She goes, I don't know if any of this is worth anything or valuable. You could sell it for all I care. I want you to have it.
You really didn't have to do that.
I know. But consider this a lifetime's worth of birthday presents.
I'm gonna take it and put Underbrush back by my side and just stand up and give her a hug.
As
Thank
you
you.
guys are embracing, you see the Therai body just sort of group hug. And Anakas is like, I don't know if I'm okay with that. We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna turn to him and be like, boundaries, dude. You gotta give them time to say yes before you can touch people, okay?
The orc goes, that's my wife, dude.
I don't know how to. I mean, that's technically your body, and you can't really say anything. I'm not her actual child.
So, what are you doing, Honora?
I'm gonna put the stuff she gave me in my bag or like in my pockets or whatever.
Okay. Do you want to see what it is?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. It's a couple different items. A lot of it looks like jewelry, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, that sort of thing. But it does seem like a lot of them are gem encrusted, so probably worth at least a bit. You do see some have diamonds on them, but you're not quite sure how much. You see one looks to be a jewel encrusted golden chalice, and then one seems to be just a fairly ordinary dagger that has just been like the hilt has been decorated with gemstones.
Can I find one? Like, is there any piece of it that has just like a few purple gems or something on it, maybe?
Yeah. What is that? Amethyst?
Yeah, amethyst.
Yeah. Yes, there is an
Where's my
amethyst
dice?
necklace.
I want to take the whatever it is, like the jewel off of it, and I want to put it onto the onto the rope or whatever it is that has the amulet on it, and put them both back around my neck.
Sure, no problem.
I think that's fitting.
Yeah, a little piece of home.
Yeah. Also, is there anything I can use to? Oh wait, no, I never mind. It's still that giant piece of rock. Never mind. Of the what is it called? The section of the cellar. It's too big to do anything with right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take the clothes out then that the Rye let me borrow for the event, and give them back to her and be like, Dad, let me borrow these for the event with the king. Thought I should give them back.
You can keep them if you'd like.
I don't go many places that are this fancy, unfortunately.
Okay.
Dad'll get more use out of them.
All right.
Souls wear clothes.
A soul with a bow tie.
That would be adorable.
Anything else in North?
Yeah, I just want to look back to wherever the soul is at, I guess.
Sure. Sort of bobbing over the fireplace.
Yeah. I'm so sorry that I couldn't bring you back immediately, but I'll figure it out eventually, hopefully. Maybe. We'll see what happens.
I have no doubts.
Yeah. Yeah. If either of you need me or something happens, I'm gonna be upstairs. I'm gonna go pass the fuck out. Shit went down. I'm really fucking tired.
You can stay as long as you'd like.
Thank you.
All right.
And before I head back up there, I want to take out the that just random black gem that I have.
Mm-hmm.
That literally it does nothing, right?
What black gem?
It was just a black gem I found somewhere. I think I found it in the Dragon Hoard, and it was just.
Oh yeah, it's probably just worth X amount.
Okay, I'm gonna take it out real quick and take like a little piece of rope or whatever and make a little necklace out of it and give it to Anakis.
Sure. Oh, it's... Well, I wouldn't say it's beautiful, but it has the potential to be beautiful, and I can get it worked on, and it'll be great. Thank you.
The thought that counts, Mom. You tried. You tried. I can't do much, but I tried.
All right, so you go and crash the hell out.
Mm-hmm.
You four, you guys have left Anura's parents' place. What are you doing?
Going to the shops.
The
trying
trade
to
center.
find-
Yes.
Yes.
Is this where all those magic blah blah blahs was? Magic
This
shop?
The magic shop is like a block away from this, so yes.
Yeah. It's a trade center.
So are you specifically looking for diamonds?
Yes.
Go ahead and
Okay.
make an investigation check for me.
Jesus. That was a natural 20. So
Okay.
27.
Not hard. So you find a couple different avenues. There is a jeweler that you talk to who has diamonds, but when you say that you specifically want diamond dust, he like gets offended by it. It's like, you're not going to crush my diamonds, blah, blah, blah. So you can get diamonds from him if you would like and figure out how to crush them later. But you also find a store that sells arcane materials, and it's nothing particularly fancy. It's just sort of like the basics stuff that you would find in a component pouch and that sort of thing. But you ask there, and they do have about 150 gold's worth of diamond dust and an additional 75 worth of diamonds.
I'll use the materials place, and I'll get the 150 dust, and then I guess I'll just take 50 gold worth of diamonds and
Okay.
figure out how to crush them.
Sure. So you can mark off 200 gold.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do some of this in silver.
Sure, that's fine. As long as it equals out.
Okay.
So
I
you have
gave you
150.
100 gold.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
but I had less than 100.
Oh, no. Oh no, okay.
You know, you could also do it in platinum.
I don't have platinum.
Are you
I'm
broke?
like, yeah, I gave it all to.
Oh, right, you
I
gave
it
all your
to
money away.
Alexia.
Right.
I don't have that much, but I have enough. I have 100. It's just not all in gold.
Is there any like bejeweled horn of hearing or a glass eye for seeing? wanna
You
cast
can
clairvoyance on
find.
these
Go ahead and
points.
make an investigation check.
Listen, if I have one of them, clairvoyance seems like a cool spell I could cast every now and again, I guess. Where are my skills? That's a straight roll. That's a natural one.
Yeah, I mean, components for spells that advanced don't really have a market value because
Yeah.
there are so few people who cast spells like that. But like, you can find a store that will sell you like a prosthetic eye or an ear horn, but you don't know if that would necessarily be what you would need.
Could I guess while we're out and about, try to get enough components to summon Kai a few times?
Make an investigation check.
So I rolled a 2 with a -1 modifier.
So those
Great.
components are in the same store that Ilme is buying her diamond dust from, and as a first level spell, it's fairly common, but because of your low roll, you can only find enough for one casting of the spell.
Okay.
So you can
Will
go ahead
do.
and mark off that gold.
What is it, 10?
I don't know. The spell will tell you.
Is Revivify diamonds or diamond dust?
Diamonds for Revivify, diamond dust for greater restoration.
Oh, okay.
Diamonds, if y'all can find them.
How do you how do you get diamond dust? Like, do you just crush the diamond?
Yeah, but like you can't crush diamond with your hand.
Why not? I can just like barbarian and like smash it with my +2 hammer.
Diamond is quite literally the hardest the hardest substance on Earth.
Plus
It
too
is
much
also
with
very
magic.
brittle, though.
Oh.
Diamond is very brittle.
If I heat
That's
it
fair.
up,
So you can chip
That's
it, but you
fine.
like to crush it into dust. You would need either magic or like specific machinery to do that.
Wait, how is diamond
I mean,
brittle?
I know you hate science, but it's not by like hitting it. Is not how hardness works. Hardness is whether it can be scratched or not. It's nearly impossible to scratch diamond, but diamond itself is very brittle. So if you hit it with something, it cracks, and you can actually grind it up into dust fairly easily.
So you're telling
Shut
me
up! This
that
is
diamond
D&D.
is scratch resistant?
Hey, I told you were
But-
gonna hate it.
not-
Listen, I'll
Oh.
say if you're a raging barbarian, you can make a roll to see, but it might not be
I
the
mean, I
easiest way to
was-
do it.
I was
I'm a-
just gonna ask Alexios if he had something that could potentially crush diamonds.
A magic mortar pestle.
would I know? Can I roll for Arcana to see? Like you said, magic.
think so.
What kind of magic would crush things like that?
Make an Arcana check.
Disintegrate.
God damn! I don't have
I
that
mean,
prepared.
you're not wrong.
Liam O'Brien has entered the chat.
Arcana is also gonna be a straight roll. That's actually a 19, so you know what? It's a lot better than my nat one.
Spell slots I have left, by the way.
I have like 3.
I have
Um,
a singular spell slot.
You know that it's something that specific kinds of wizards can do fairly easily, specifically transmutation-based wizards. People who specialize in turning materials into other materials can very easily
Oh.
turn something into the dust form of it.
There's like a spire of like wizards or something over there, right?
The Xander Spire, sure.
Yes.
Should we go there then? Maybe they can crush this for us.
Maybe
Can I get some diamonds first?
Oh, yeah.
we need
How
the
many do you
diamonds.
want?
We sound like a bunch of drug addicts.
Oh my God.
How many do you need for the revivify?
But greater restoration.
100 gold.
You tell me.
300 gold for Revivify.
What about greater
We
restoration?
cast it a lot. I just don't. Can I get 600 gold worth of diamonds? Do they have that?
God dang.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm persuasive. I don't feel the magic off of this dice. So I'll put this to the side and I should have rolled with that one because that's a natural 9 for a total of. You said persuasion?
Persuasion.
Oh, 15.
15. Okay.
That's not too bad.
The dragon turns into gold.
What is happening?
So you asked for 600. With a 15,
ADHD. It's
you between the two stores that sell diamonds, you can get 400 gold's worth of diamond.
Oh man, I know y'all got some in the back, but I'll buy the diamonds.
Okay. You do know, because the jeweler will tell you that the clerics are also actively seeking diamonds from them, so you're essentially all going to the same source, so the actual amount you can get is fairly limited.
I thought clerics didn't cast that
Supply
spell.
and demand.
Clerics don't cast Revivify, is that what you just said?
Yeah, you said they don't use it on like normal people, right?
No, but they just used all their reserves.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah.
what are they gonna use? Their main
If the
character's
king gets
killed.
assassinated.
They don't need a king. The king doesn't have any kids. Telling me
This
he has the
isn't
longest,
June.
he has the longest reign in Sylvan history, and he has no children to prove it. God damn it, king!
Interesting. That is weird, huh?
Did we just unlock hidden lore? Holy shit.
That's him in Theses.
Is this our first Drachman Demigod's achievement pop down?
No, this is gay. Come on, obviously.
Yeah, no,
No,
that
the
that is
first
it.
one
He
was
is just
when I
gay.
solved
Yeah.
the riddle in like 2
Literally
seconds.
gay.
That was our first one.
Yeah.
No, that was like that wasn't an achievement. That was just a notice of you fucked up.
No, yeah.
You won.
I don't know if
but not the
Adagio
war.
figured it out or if Isaac figured it out, but yeah, he's just gay.
He's just gay. We
Wait,
all know
actually?
he has a
Yes.
he has a side point. He was playing with Palbenion. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Pelbenion was
know
like
he
his
was-
mistress.
Oh,
He
true,
was
true,
bi
yeah.
or something.
Makes
I was
sense,
just
makes
I
sense.
wasn't
Could've been.
assuming.
Could have been.
Right.
Yeah, he's got.
could've been.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the Xander Spire and see if anybody can crush the rest of these diamonds for me.
I'll go
Sure.
with you.
All right.
I am not. I am going to go back to Nora's parents' house,
Okay.
supposedly.
But where are you actually going?
Nora's parents' house,
Okay.
supposedly. I'll go in that direction for now. I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna
Cool.
go back. Catch up with you guys later.
He's a strange man.
Okay.
Okay,
All right,
bye.
Alexios, you going with Ilme and Adagio to the Xander Spire?
Yeah, I'll go.
All right.
Hey, magical people.
So you guys head to Gilro's Watch, to the singular tallest tower, where you previously went investigating the murder, and you arrive once more and you see that central desk where you previously saw the husband of the murder victim. There is now a woman behind that desk, sort of just scrolling through some parchment as you approach. Goes, hi, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for somebody to crush some diamonds into dust.
Ooh, I've always sort of wanted to try that. Okay, sorry. My teachers would tell me that I need to charge you something. Let's do. How does 5 gold sound?
Wait, so you've never done this before?
No, but like I know that I can. I
I
have
like
just
it.
never tried it. But I've tried it in theory. I just never. I don't have the money to like go buy diamonds and test it out. But I've read the theory, and I'm pretty sure that I understand it. Probably.
So why, instead of giving you gold to do this, why don't you just use this as practice on real diamonds that I will give you, so then you can finally say, yes, I have done this, and then the next person.
I totally get that. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. 10.
10. Just totally get that. But I will say that this is something that's like kind of hard to do. Like I can only do it like once a day. And even like even like Arcanist Alar himself can like probably not even really do this that much. So normally I would charge you like way more, but because I'm new and I may sort of screw it up, I'm only gonna charge you 5 gold.
How about 3?
How about 5?
I'm just gonna wait for Alar then.
Okay.
He'll probably do it. I know him. Well, so good luck on learning how to do this. And I'm leaving.
Good luck on him charging you way, way more than I'm gonna charge you.
Oh, sure. We go way back. He's not gonna do anything.
Okay. I've just personally never seen him make an exception for anyone, but you do you.
Oh, hey, well, we're the hands of fate. People do that for us.
Cool. Good luck. She just goes back to her parchments.
Yeah. I guess we're waiting till tomorrow to get this diamond dust. I didn't like the person, so.
I am done. She seemed pretty cool to me.
I didn't want to pay 5 gold. So.
All right.
That's it. I don't have anything else.
All right. Ryujin, you doing anything?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Okay, so I actually am gonna go back to Honora's parents' house.
Okay.
And is there like a brazier nearby or like outside or anything like that?
There are like street torches that light the streets that would essentially qualify.
I just wanna. Well, okay. For Kai, I have to spend an hour, I believe. So I'm just gonna.
I'm imagining this strange man.
I'm just gonna go inside and rest. To be honest, you know,
Okay.
all this stuff about mothers and parents is kind of get to Region a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, just a teeny bit.
Okay.
It's a tough topic for most of us here in the
In D&D land?
in D&D land. No, I
Topic
meant
for me,
specifically
in and out
in
of
our
D&D.
group.
Sorry,
So
I'm
yeah, I'm
such a
just
bad
gonna
person.
go and rest and forget and be sad.
So you enter the home once more, and as you go up the stairs to the room where you spent last night, you see Anura is completely knocked out, sprawled onto the bed, still wearing all their clothes. Like they hit the bed and they were out like a light.
I will just, I don't know, camp out under the bed again, I guess.
Sure, you crawl back into that space.
Screw it.
You can cuddle with Nora. Nora's had a bad day too.
I'm just gonna scoop all the clothes over me like that SpongeBob meme.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And just so I know, Anura and Ryujin, are you guys settling in for a long rest or just a short rest?
Whatever I can get.
That's fair.
I
Yeah.
technically need a long rest because I can't do shit right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Well, I mean, I could be fine on a short rest, but I imagine since we didn't sleep very well the night before, I don't want to have a point of exhaustion. So
Yeah, I'll say you can settle in for a short rest, and you quickly find yourself dozing off, and you just end up asleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need that.
Yeah. All right, the rest of the three of you, anything else you're doing as you leave the Xander Spire?
What time is it?
At this point, it's still early morning, like mid-morning now.
Damn.
Are there like really cool things to do in Sullivan? Like, are they known for anything?
Museum
I don't
tours.
Like horseback riding through the town, or like shoot an arrow at the king's castle? I don't know.
Face
I don't think you should do that last one.
know. You definitely haven't heard of anything like that.
that's how you get God.
From the impression you get from the city streets is that this is like a lively, bustling town, but it also feels a bit posh. Like it has a storied history and it's been around for a while, and especially the elven population is a little bit like hoity-toity a bit. So like there is hustle and bustle going on, and there are other types of people, but in general it almost feels like you're at the adult table for the first time, and you're like, oh, this is like really clean and not really sure what we're doing here.
I'm gonna go find Wow, and the kids.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, walk it.
Wait,
Wait, walk
I thought it was
it.
Wait Breaker. I'm not even gonna lie.
Waywalk it. Oh, gotcha.
Wait, walk it.
Wow,
and the
wow,
kids.
wow.
Wow, and the kids.
Oh my goodness.
I'll spend my day with them since they lost a child.
Every day we
Sure.
stray further from the God.
You don't know where they are.
Yeah, I want to go try to find them.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I know they had to be somewhere in town, and they mentioned that they had stayed at the temple previously.
Correct.
But I also know they were all scared off when that
They got
castle.
arrested, did they not?
No, they didn't.
Waywalk it did.
I thought he said that. Oh yeah, she did. I wonder if I'm so scared. God damn.
And one of those kids is dead.
I thought he said he believed that she didn't do it. So I rolled a 14, and I don't have anything for intelligence, so that's probably a +0.
I forgot about the child.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about the dead kid.
Y'all, so
Yeah.
okay, this is
That's a-
completely
that's a
separate from the dead
14.
kid.
Oh man.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize this, but with what Underbrush does now, I have a +10 to my spell attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal for my fucking enemies.
Oh! And
With
my
you and Alexios,
save
you're just the
is-
sharpshooters.
My save is an 18 now against
Yeah.
my spells too.
Did I just
Oh.
become like obsolete?
No.
Just wait.
Ilmay is the one that's sort of behind a bit.
Hey,
Oh,
I have
ow!
a +11 to my crossbow of Ricochet.
Oh, that's cool. And the
That's
Ricochet
pretty-
is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
If I do
just
say
want
so
that
myself.
Ricochet.
Baby, I would really
It's-
hope you think it's cool considering you made it.
Yeah. Okay, so, Adagio, you do end up back at Oscaron, the palace, where the guards tell you that while the group is not under arrest, because they were children and because their guardian was under arrest, the children were held in a safe place in the palace overnight, and until the king gives an express order, they are not to be seen by anyone. They're not under arrest. They're just essentially being isolated until more is being found out.
Questions? What if I play them a song?
So they're under arrest.
Yes, they
I'll
are
play them a
under
song,
arrest.
and then I'll cast Fireball on them.
They're under protection.
I'm going to ask you
Just-
if you're actually doing that.
I don't have the
They're
spell slot.
under fire.
Okay.
Wait, does that mean if
Freddy
you had the
Krueger
spell
origin
slot, you would have
story.
done it?
What?
I may.
Ethan, you don't know.
Give me the kids. Come on, my god.
All right,
And
so
I change my cloak and come back and be like, I'm here to see the kid.
eventually, yeah. So you get the sense that until Alar and the king return from Xander
Yeah.
with more instructions, the kids are staying where they are.
Oh, the children.
But they seem safe at the very least, the living ones. Okay, so so eventually, knowing that Anura and Region went back to Anura's parents' place, however long you spend exploring the city, you all eventually end up back there. Unless there's anything else that wants to be done tonight, I can say that you guys all sleep for the night. Yes?
Got anything like any good clothing stores?
Yeah, there's a bunch of clothing stores of all shapes and sizes and fancy levels. What are you looking for?
I want to buy 2 very nice dresses.
Okay. What do they look like?
Who can I go with? Just to give input on artistic.
You
bubbles.
sly dog, you.
I was gonna get one for my mom, but then I thought, like, does it matter what that looks like?
Oh my god. It's more of a feel thing, I guess. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make
It's
sure
about
it's
the
a very
texture.
comfortable material.
Yeah, I want like.
And make sure it has pockets.
It's like one of those fun flapper dresses, you know? You just sort of like
like something nice and light, satin.
something sleeveless so it doesn't get in her hands way or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get that for her for sure. What about the second dress?
The second would actually be for Cora.
Hey.
Yeah, I'd try to find something like darkish blue, something that looks good in the moonlight.
Okay, so thinking about Cora, who you've really not spent a lot of time with, but she does have sort of a striking appearance with the dark brown hair and the beautiful big gray eyes, the high cheekbones. She's definitely pretty. And you get this dress that is this sort of deep blue with some elements of sequins on it, but it's extremely tasteful and light. It almost seems to have a slight glitter effect as it shifts in the light. And the shape of it looks like it would probably be form-fitting. It would certainly be a good-looking dress on her.
Yes, that's the one.
Together for those, because of the luxury of them, it's going to be 50 gold each, or 50 gold a piece. I mean, together, Jesus Christ. 50 gold total.
Whatever that is. Can I just spout a random little bit of nonsense for you all real quick?
Sure.
So you know how we've all, thanks to Adagio and Honora, basically decided who we are as Marvel characters?
Yeah.
Does this mean that Alexios' mom is Daredevil?
When did we decide Marvel characters? I forgot about. Oh wait, never mind. Ignore me. I remember now. That was a while ago.
Would those characters still apply? We've all changed so much.
I don't know.
I'm like
think
half
Laura's
barbarian now.
Still Bruce Banner for sure.
Hello. Am I still Captain America? God damn. Am I like darker Captain America? Like, what
I
are you,
think
like,
you're
like
the
Infinity
end of
War
Civil
era?
War.
Infinity
You're the
War
end of Civil
era.
War Captain America on the run.
All right.
Wait, that would make more sense now, me being like Thor like after Ragnarok, you know, because I have a little
Mhm.
companion, like Thor's got, you know,
And the eye
Rocket.
patch.
Yeah, and the eye
Yeah.
patch.
And the
Good
new
girl.
haircut.
Yeah, that's right. I have to update my mini or something.
For sure. Yeah, we have to update your mini.
We
Okay.
have to add the new underbrush.
I have a bag of holding question.
Is
Sure.
Ilme Yolanda now? Because
Is it like one of those things where they
Right?
can't, no one can reach in and get something unless they're specifically looking for it?
So the way bags of holding work, that is generally how it works. However, if you were to flip a bag of holding inside out, all of its contents would spill out.
if I filled the bag with
There's not a
knives,
maximum
and inside out,
capacity on a bag of holding, right?
Correct.
So if you were to flip it inside out, technically you're making the whole universe be part of what's the bag of holding is holding.
Anura,
Sammy, I have a better
Quantum
question.
physics.
What happens if you take one bag of holding and put another bag of holding inside the bag of holding?
There is
Does the
actually
universe collapse?
there is a written rule about that, and the answer is yes. An interdimensional, like, black hole is formed at that spot.
Can you stop it?
I don't think so. I think it's written into the rules. It's why you never put a bag of holding inside a bag of holding.
How big of a black hole is that? Where's the
I
rule?
don't know.
Hold on a second.
Can I be like, can we
So-
just like, our save the world by destroying?
Actually,
I can't save the
in
world.
theory, then, if you were to flip a bag of holding inside out, the whole universe would be inside said bag of holding.
So when you flip
Yeah.
it back around,
And you'd be able to reach into a bag of holding and find anything you want in the universe then.
I swear to
That's
God,
not how
I
bag of
have
holdings
2
work
bags
in
of
Gaia.
holding.
If you want to make your own setting where that is the case, then be my guest.
But like by physics standards, I'm right.
there you go.
By
Physics
physics
and
standards,
APP.
that's not D&D. So,
I have
You're
2
having
bags
a
of holding, and I'm
major
about to
party.
TPK this bitch.
Is there a
I swear
bag
to
of holding,
God,
man?
we're just-
You guys
This is
know
why
Tiamat
Lord's
who?
gonna die.
yeah.
Tiamat, who?
I'll do it.
Back up.
All right. So, Alexios, you buy your dresses, and eventually you all come back to Anura's parents' place to spend the night.
I want to play the violin, but like really badly and like really on purpose.
Honora fucking sleeps through it. Nora's fucking out.
Yeah, I've got clothes all over me, man. The sound is suppressed.
Any last minute things you have to do before bed?
Can I beat up Ilme while she's weak?
No. So, you all find sleep.
Damn.
Anura. Meow
Yeah,
is like,
Sammy?
I'm alive. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, what's up? So you know that mark you carved into my arm? That's you.
Anura, you dream. But it's a pleasant dream as opposed to the previous night. And you find yourself in the temple on the outskirts of the woods. The place you called home. And the door opens and you see Huntress Alexandra there. You did good. But I'm actually not here to talk. I'm here to introduce a guest. She looks outside, and another figure comes in. A foreign figure you've never seen before. It seems like the wind comes with her. At first, you're not quite sure what she looks like. It's like your eyes can't properly focus on her. And for a moment, it looks like you are just staring at the night sky. But then you see her eyes, and you see her mouth, and suddenly she's corporeal. You see long brown hair descending in gentle waves down to her mid-back. A peaceful, serene, beautiful face. Hello?
Hi.
I am Urania.
Oh! Today's been a day full of twists and turns, it seems.
Artemis has told me what you've gone through. And there is much I would like to say. I do not regret who I am, but I am sorry for the effect that your birth has had on you. I am not meant for staying one place, not meant for motherhood. I long to wander, to find minds to inspire, beauty to create, experiences to have. But I can see now, in your case, that perhaps my nature caused you much strife. And while I am glad that Artemis took you under her wing, and that you have no need of me, I would like to leave you with some token of my sincerest apologies.
Before she can do anything with that, can I walk over to her?
Sure.
And I want to take, if she's okay with it, take both of her hands into my hands.
She doesn't resist.
No matter what strife my origins caused me, I wouldn't change anything. And I don't blame you. It's not your fault. I mean, yes, I found out that I had a mother that I had never met, yes, and I was resentful. And I won't say that I wasn't, because it would be untrue to say that I wasn't. But everything happened for a reason. I came to where I am for a reason, and I've done things I never thought possible. But I don't blame you at all, and I hold no ill will against you. Because I found a family, and then I want to look over to where Artemis is and reach out to grab her hand with one of my hands. And I found...
She takes a step forward to allow you to.
I found a mother that I never thought I would have. I don't blame you for anything, and you don't owe me anything to apologize. I mean, I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for you anyway, so...
I'm grateful for your maturity. There are those in your position who would be much harsher towards me. And the hand that you have holding her, she just sort of twists her wrist, and you see the constellation on your arm, and she looks at it. A small piece of you, that is mine. And she puts a finger on each of the star dots in turn, and as she touches them, they glow brighter, and you feel warmth emanating from them. As she touches all four, and they glow bright, and you feel their warmth and their power fuel you. Almost the sensation of when you take a starry form, feeling like the stars themselves are filling you up. It was lovely meeting you, Honora.
It was nice to meet you too. And there's more than just this that is a part of you and me. Artemis made sure of that.
Oh yes. You have a healthy appreciation for the stars, Honora. And the stars have a healthy appreciation for you.
Just hope when everything comes to an end, one day, I can be among them.
I will be advocating for you. And she releases your hand and turns towards Artemis. Artemis goes, that's all the time we have. You've done well.
Is underbrush on me?
Of course.
I want to pull underbrush out and I know you might have heard me earlier, you might not have, but thank you. And before they can leave, I want to run over to Artemis and hug her.
She embraces you, and then she holds you at arm's length. That weapon is connected to me, yes, but I did nothing. It's all you. You caused it to turn.
You did more than you'd ever know.
Well, I will let you know that pieces might be moving soon. I can't say much more. But just be ready. And Urania
Do
turns
whatever
to
I
go.
can.
Artemis turns and stands in the doorway before turning around. Stay here as long as you'd like. Eventually you'll fall asleep and wake up back in your world.
Thank you. Before she walks out the door, I'll do everything I can to make you proud. I'd go to the moon and back.
And here you are. And she turns and walks out. Ryujin. See what happens when things aren't interfering with dreams anymore?
Nice things.
Yeah.
Bad things. I'm gonna die.
You wake up in a long hallway with no doors except for one door at the far, far end. And there's a figure next to you, and you look and you almost do a double take, and you see the famous face of King Theseus. Well, rumor has it you found another link.
Yeah. Not any closer at knowing what to really do with it, though.
He would like to speak with you. He gestures to the door at the far end of the hall.
You know, I didn't really do a whole lot. I was kind of just... What is it?
Take it from me. When he calls, you answer.
Guess I'll start walking down the hallway.
Okay. In what feels like hours and also no time at all, you arrive at the door of the impossibly long hallway. And before you can even reach out to open it, it swings open before you. And you see inside, or is it outside? It's hard to tell because the sky or the ceiling is just pure white. And the ground or the floor is mirror glass. And all the way on the horizon, you see a small silhouette of a humanoid form. And as you take your first step into this room, you see that the mirror ground is actually still water. And as your foot touches it, you see small ripples emanate out. But the water is either only about an inch deep, or something is preventing you from sinking into it. But you can freely walk through this space.
I mean, I feel like Ryujin would probably just take a few seconds to look around and kind of take in the sight, and then start walking.
Okay. All you hear is the sound of your footsteps in the water, the wet, as you walk. As you approach this silhouette standing there, you see curly gray hair, and his face is facing away from you, and his hands are just sort of clasped behind him, staring off into the whiteness of eternity. And you instinctively stop walking, allowing for a fair distance between you and him. I'm a big enough man to admit when I was wrong. He turns his head slowly. I was angry last we spoke. Allowing yourself to be killed or nearly killed by the same creature twice. I'll admit I have my moods. And yet, 3 links found. Dragon slain. Reuniting with another one of my children. Saving countless lives. You are becoming a formidable foe to our enemies. Perhaps I judged you too harshly.
No. No, you didn't. Look, I know I'm not the most intelligent of your children. You know, I didn't really have a chance to have, well, very much of an education at all, or, you know, when my mom died, I didn't have anyone. I was out on my own. I was just a kid. I learned how to fight, survive, and I'm not the most book smart. And now that's kind of a very big flaw. And I mean, I'm working to change that. It's not something that happens quickly, though. I'm trying to be more cautious because I don't want to die again. You know, most people when they die, they don't have a second chance, so I'm lucky.
It is a wise man who knows his weaknesses. Whether or not you are the most intelligent of my children, you do learn when you are given lessons. I have come to let you know that I am changing my vote. You have changed my vote. For this task that the gods need done. We are still divided, but with my voice advocating for you, You will have myself, Hephaestus, Artemis, Apollo, Hermes, Hera, Ares, and Athena in your corner. Demeter and Dionysus simply want it done as quickly as possible. It is only Zeus, Hecate, and Aphrodite who are backing the Lightningborn. Zeus is difficult to persuade, but if we have the numbers and the right party, it appears very likely that you will be the chosen ones for this task.
Am I allowed to know what the task? I mean, obviously we're gathering the links and trying to contain them, or I know we've given one to Artemis. I mean, as of right now, we don't have any foolproof way to contain them. I mean, we know where one is, and it's safe for now. One
puts
was
up a
given to
hand.
Artemis.
That quest is important. And it is something you and the Lightningborn are both trying to do. But this other task that we require is far more dangerous. Some could call it a suicide mission. But if you succeed, your names will be etched into the books of history alongside Heracles, Theseus, and Perseus. But even if you are the group we choose, it comes down to your choice. We will not force you to do anything you do not want to do. But it must be done.
Am I gonna have to wait a bit longer to find out what it is?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh shit. Persuading a god? Come
Yeah.
on, Sammy. Alright, screw it. I'll give it a shot.
Please, you're charisma based.
I know. So I rolled a 17 on the die, and my
Ooh.
persuasion is plus
+9.
8. So
Okay, alright.
25.
For the first time, he fully turns towards you.
oh, shit.
You don't fucked up.
I take it you already know that we have not been able to contact Hades.
Yeah, we've gathered as much.
We do not know the nature of the severance of this connection. But we fear that both Hades and Persephone are either dead or, more likely, trapped or being held somewhere in the underworld. We cannot go. But if a team of gifted mortals could infiltrate the underworld, find the king and queen, free them if they are to be freed, and if need be, slay whatever it is that is keeping them hidden, the gods would be appreciative.
Okay. Obviously the issue with Hades and Persephone, then well, that's pretty urgent. I mean, should we keep going after the links and try to tackle that afterwards, or I mean that's a tall order. Not saying no, you know. I just mean, should we focus on the links until that's finished and get that done as quickly as possible as our more immediate goal, while also simultaneously working towards gathering more information about the other situation?
There is no information to gather. This is what the gods have been focused on while you have been finding your links.
Okay.
There is no magic that can pierce whatever is blocking Hades and Persephone from our vision. The underworld itself is closed off to all souls, mortal and immortal. Demeter is anxious. Luckily, it is autumn now, but if Persephone should not be freed by spring, we fear we may have another true winter on our hands. We do not need it to get to that point.
You know about the green-cloaked mute, I take it?
We know of this creature.
I mean, we have a couple of theories, but we don't really know for sure 100% who or what it is. You wouldn't happen to have any other knowledge on that, would you?
We know she is powerful, with a connection to both the natural world and the barrier between life and death. But we also know that there are potentially other forces acting upon her. But we also only have theories. Hecate is researching, but we do not currently know the whereabouts of this figure or details about her identity.
Okay.
The decision does not need to be made now. After all, we still need to convince 3 gods that you are the right party for the job.
Sounds like we gotta gather a few more links, I suppose.
Perhaps. Or perhaps this is some sort of distraction. A wild goose chase to keep the gods and our heroes distracted, while whatever force is in the underworld, feeding off of the energy of Hades and Persephone, can work without disruption.
There's a lot of uncertainties.
Yes. Something like this has never happened before. Hades is the oldest of my siblings, the firstborn of Kronos and Rhea. If something can prevent the connection between Hades and any of us, we are dealing with something truly powerful, something dangerous.
Did the connection, was it severed before or after the links spread out?
After.
I mean, we know where most of the links are generally, but there is a few that didn't even show up on the map, per se. Like they were hidden or obscured or just not there. But maybe one of them fallen into someone's hands, and it could be. I mean, I'm just spitballing, but is there any Titan that could be in a position, if freed, to do something like what's happening in the underworld?
I do not know. I believe all we are seeing is a symptom. We do not know what is happening in the underworld. All we know is that we cannot contact them. It is possible that the entire underworld is aflame, that every soul kept there for eternity is now dust. It is also possible that nothing has changed, and that Hades and Persephone are merely in a anti-magic cell somewhere. What we don't have is eyes on the ground.
Okay. Well, to me, it sounds like all we can do in the meantime is keep after the links for now. And if the other gods are persuaded, then we go downstairs.
He takes a few steps towards you. You can smell the sea salt on his aura.
On his aura.
Would you want to? If it were in my power to persuade the three gods to make it your party that we put our faith in, or if it were in my power to persuade the others to favor the Lightning-born instead, which would you prefer?
Well, hypothetically, if we were to have time to gather more links, I doubt this would be an immediate thing, but that's time for us to get a little bit stronger. And I know my friends, and I think it would be hard, and I can't promise anything. But if it were me, I'd place my bet on the group of miscreants, the underdogs, I guess. I don't know. Because the other group is just all children of Zeus?
Correct.
Yeah. What if they all have the same weakness? I feel like that would just be. Anyway, sorry. I can't tell you who to bet on. I'm not as wise as a god, but I would probably go with us. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. A little bit more diverse, I think. Maybe a little bit farther reach.
And you have showed success. The Lightning-born have been on this task of finding links nearly as long as you have, and yet they have found none. And you have found 3. I will take all of this into consideration. I suggest you tell your friends what might be on the horizon.
Okay.
he turns back around.
Guess I'll slowly turn around and start walking.
As you make your way back out the door. And before you can even get to the door, you wake up in the real world. You can all take a long rest. And while you take that long rest...
Shit. Sorry, I'll shut up. I need to stop this.
You can level up to level 10.
Yay!
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break so we can give the party some time to do this. But before we go on break, you guys can go ahead and change that on D&D Beyond, and let's roll for hit points, and then we'll go on break. So let's do a different order today. So let's start with Ilmay. You want to roll for hit points?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay. The D8.
D8.
3.
3. Go ahead and add 3 to your rolled HP, and your con modifier will add itself. Ryujin.
Okay, big money. Here we go.
No whammies. No whammies.
That's not terrible. I got a 5.
5. Okay. Hey, plus your con mod, that's going to be good. Anura,
Oh god.
I'm praying for you.
It's a D8 for me, right?
I believe so.
Where did my D8 go? Oh, well, the good D8 is missing, so... Fuck this dice. It went in the trash. I actually threw it in the trash. That was a 1.
Roll again.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm done.
Is that another double ones?
Yes, I'm done.
I'm going to let
Oh
you
my
roll one more
goodness.
time. If it's another
Thank
1,
you.
you're staying with a 1. But that's crazy.
A 2.
2 it is! Alexios.
Sammy, can you start rolling my HP for me? Guess what? I have 37 in them.
Come on. 6.
6? Nice, Alexios. Plus your con mod, it's going to be nice. Adagio, you're taking a level in Cleric?
Yes. D8.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh yeah,
That's
Nate.
bad.
Haha.
Nice. So go ahead and you can add all that to your rolled HP, and you can see anything that you need to add for level 10. And we will take a break to allow you guys time to do that. So we will be back so soon. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a bit. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Sorry for the long break, y'all, but that's what happens when you level up in the middle of a session. But we are back. We're glad to have you. We're happy to jump right back into it. So, you all wake up, some of you having rested for almost, 16 hours. But you all wake up the next morning. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
I would say I tried to wake up as early as possible and find, I guess, a place downstairs and start working on some stuff and wait for everybody to wake up.
Okay. Not a
I'll
problem.
wake up and
Uh,
dance.
Oh, I need to roll
wanna gather
for my
everybody.
teleportation helm.
Yes, you do.
So it's a D6 and I just have it, yeah?
Yes.
Because it's a D3. Perfect.
I want to
Huh.
gather everybody and be like, I think we need to talk, guys.
Nice. I got 3.
Nice. So
Hell yeah.
it's back to full.
Yeah.
Anura, by the time you wake up, you see that Alexios is not there.
Or Dodger.
Or Adagio.
I'm
I go
assuming they're
upstairs.
downstairs, I thought, right?
Sure. So you
I just like-
make your way downstairs?
I
Yeah.
just like to be in the sun when I pray to my dad. I'll probably just be right outside.
Yeah, so you can see Adagio through the window, and you see Alexios has created a sort of makeshift workspace on the kitchen table, and you see various tools are spread out, and he's hard at work.
I'm gonna have a heart attack. Hey, when y'all get a chance, we might need to talk. I think some things are about to be set in motion.
Where did the body sleep last night?
Can we talk here?
Yeah, that's fine. I just, when everybody's, got some time, we need to talk.
It was Aphrodite, Zeus, and
Hecate.
Yeah. What do you need to happened?
So I had a dream last night, and before you freak out, it was not a bad dream.
Adagio, I'll say that you can make your way inside so you can hear this.
I burst through the window.
I'm sorry. But Artemis came to my dream last night and brought Urania with her, but that's not the important part of this. I mean, it's a big deal to me, but that's not the important part of why we need to talk. And she was like, she went through the whole she was proud of me thing for everything that's happened, but she said there's some things that might be set in motion soon, and some pieces were going to be moving, and we needed to be prepared.
Did she say which pieces? What's anything going on?
She didn't give me any specifics. They didn't have much time to stay. It was more of Urania wanted to introduce herself to me and apologize. But Artemis did give me that warning before she left.
And how was Urania? Was it what you expected?
I think it was something I needed to hear. And being able to talk to her and tell her that at one point I probably did resent her, but telling her that I don't blame her and I hold no ill will to her was nice. It was definitely something I needed. She touched the mark on my arm, and I'm assuming it did something. I haven't had a chance to test it out yet, though. But, like, I feel stronger, I think, like, connected to the starry form. I'm not sure. I haven't had a chance to test it yet, of course.
Well, that's good, right? So you've had some closure with your birth mother now, right?
Yeah.
So,
but there's something been set in motion that we are going to be caught up in from the way Artemis was talking.
Okay.
And we need to be prepared.
And all the links that we know of, there's one in Xander, one in Ice Point, one in Nepio.
The Barren Island.
Okay,
I don't
y'all,
know if this is about the
I need to
links.
interrupt you guys.
Hmm.
So, I also had a dream last night. Not too
Is it a good
far
dream?
off of what happened to Honora. I talked to Theseus, but I also talked to Poseidon.
Yeah, I feel like you should lead with the fact that you talked to Poseidon.
Yeah, maybe. Man, that was a lot. This is a lot. Okay. So, you guys know the other group that are looking for links, right? The Lightning Chasers, the Children of Zeus. They haven't found anything. And the gods are considering a group of individuals such as ourselves or them to send to the underworld because they have no idea what's going on down there, basically. They don't have boots on the ground. And there's a few gods that don't support us at the moment, being Zeus, Aphrodite, and Hecate. But if those gods are persuaded to our cause, we're probably going downstairs.
Well,
we're going to the underworld anyway.
Yeah, we were gonna go anyway, so I guess if we have the
break
support,
that contract.
Let's see.
If we stopped two false maidens from smearing Aphrodite's name, she could at least vote for us. A little bit of sympathy.
Well, they don't have. I asked about the green cloaked mute. They said Hecate is looking into it. They don't have any like really good working theories. They don't know what's really going on with the underworld. I mean, for all they know, Hades and Persephone could be dead or just imprisoned. And I mentioned everything with the links and a few that we don't know where they are. And so I assume that's the big thing they were talking about that's going to be probably coming soon. So,
Okay, and they didn't have any information about the green cloaked mute. All we know is it's a woman
it's a
with
woman.
nature and death.
Yes.
And they're old.
Yes.
Did your father mention the Glory Maker?
He actually apologized. I mean, kind of. Not like official, like, I'm sorry, but it was weird.
So
I
you're
meant
all
like where to find him and kill him once and for all.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I totally spaced asking that. This is, I'm sorry. That wasn't mentioned, no. So, I guess we'll cross
I
that
mean,
bridge when
it
we get
would
to
be
it.
in the underworld, right? That's something.
Oh, fuck.
yeah. So we have now
Damn
what?
it.
We have 3 reasons.
Well,
Figure
that
out
also
what's wrong.
gets a little hinky with the underworld in general because the mute
4.
took Lathos to the underworld,
That would be 4.
and the mute threatened Lathos in my dream. So if the mute's in the underworld with Lathos,
You know
yeah,
what?
yeah, we got some problems, guys.
As like a group, our extended staycations are horrible. Like we're out at sea, then we go to the underworld, and
Listen,
sounds like we have like
I-
a whole grocery
listen,
list there.
I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get all the links before we may or may not go to the underworld. And going to Nebea for me is a priority. There's a few things that I need to take care of before I potentially die. I'm trying to be positive, but there's a good chance that we might not make it out of that alive. And there's some things that I, for one, definitely need to take care of and follow up on. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but
I mean, I'd also rather not
Go
die.
to
I've
hell?
done that before,
no,
and
don't
I'm
get me wrong.
tired of
I
it.
don't
I've done
want
it
to
a
die
couple of
either.
times.
But none of us have actually been to the underworld, and that's a whole different beast. And we're probably not gonna be able to leave until we take care of what we got to take care of, or die. In that case, we won't leave. So, I would like to get my things squared away
That's in a row.
before that happens.
I mean, I'm
Putting
completely.
that out there.
I'm fine if we want to go to Nepia. We know there's a link there, but first, we probably should figure out what to do with one we have. I don't think it's a good idea to
I agree.
carry a link with us as we go for another link.
I mean, okay. So lightning chasers don't have any links. They also don't know how to deal with them. So that's not something I could really get any information on. All we know that works right now is giving it to a god, but that's not a foolproof plan. We can't always do that. We have blood glass
I had it
cubes to
with me
contain
last
them.
night. I could have done it.
I mean, I think.
I mean, in Delphi, they had to hide the scale inside a bunch of shit just to keep it in like a lead box in a table, just to kind of keep it hidden, right? So, what the fuck are we gonna do with the link if we can't give it to a god?
Who's to say once they give us this task, we're gonna have to take the task immediately?
I mean, I feel like it's a pretty immediate problem.
Yeah.
I mean, their entire connection to the underworld is cut off. No one's heard from Hades, Persephone. If Persephone doesn't come back up before winter,
we fucked.
Yeah, that
gives
gives us what, 6 months?
You are now in late autumn. It was a few weeks into fall when the campaign started. So you are probably in like what would be early to mid winter at this point, but there's no snow in Gaia, so it's just cold and a lot of the trees are dead.
I mean, what about What's the wait? What's the on
And
the
we
map
can't make it to
behind
fall?
you, like to the right, up the corner with the icy
Ice
looking
Point?
mountains? Yeah, Ice
What
Point.
is-
For the
Tell me, there's
Frostlands.
no snow in Ice Point.
No. The Frostlands are the only place in the continent that gets snow. It's the Hecatian
Okay.
Mountains that block off the snow from the rest of the continent.
Oh, nice,
Mm.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Hecate must not like snow, hey?
Well,
No,
so
you would know. I mean, it's. Go ahead and make a religion check.
Oh God.
No.
Okay.
Hey, is this a oh no, it's not a saving throw. I can't help you. Never mind.
Yeah. You're gonna use that once per day thing on this.
Yeah, I
What
don't
did you
have
say?
any
A
other time to
religion?
use it right
Religion,
now.
yes.
It seems.
Religion or history, whichever.
That's a 13.
13.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, it's
or
it's not. Yeah, or history.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
History's -1. I'll just go with that.
You know, it's something that was you've probably heard once or twice, but you haven't really paid much attention to it because you never particularly cared about Hecate stories. But you know, it has something to do with like something Hecate did to a Titan when the Titans were in charge of the world that now makes it so that there's no snow except for in the Frostlands.
I know.
So is there just a really pissed off, like, snow titan somewhere? Titan
There
of
is a
ice?
Titan of cold. Yeah, Cryus.
They're probably very angry. A very angry individual.
I wonder where they are.
I wonder where they could be.
Not like there's a place where the only snow is in Gaia.
It's almost like these links have themes. Wow.
Just wait till you find Hyperion in the Frostlands.
Should we do research on what was it? The under. Would there be anything written on the underworld?
Yeah, I mean, you know, adventurers of a
Wait.
certain experience level have traveled to the underworld, like just like how a plane shift would normally do it. I mean, it's very rare, but it is possible. But even those travelers can only get to the banks of the River Styx. No mortal has ever gone into the actual, past the River Styx, past Cerberus, into the underworld proper and come back. The ones that have, you know, Heracles did it.
Orpheus, right?
Orpheus did it to ill effect.
Yeah.
But like the few souls that have gone in and out of the underworld, you know their names.
Oh my god, let's go find Orpheus.
Also, fun fact.
Yeah, we
since we're
should send
talking
him a
about Orpheus,
message.
Hades
What's up,
Town
bro?
is the
Every
longest
time
running
I
show
message
to also be the
Orpheus-
show of the year because of the shutdown.
Nice.
Every time I
Fun fact.
message Orpheus,
Wait,
he's
say that again? I didn't hear the first half of what you said.
Hades Town, the musical, is the longest running show to have show of the year for the longest time because of the shutdown.
Oh.
Typicality, but it's a great show.
Snapple fact.
Yeah, but let me have this one fact, Sammy.
What were you saying, Adagio?
I said every time I message him, that man's drunk AF and doesn't remember anything. He didn't even know where he was the last time I messaged him. Where you at? I don't know. What's happening?
I mean, in his defense, it was not good for him, if I remember.
You ain't wrong.
So what I
So-
think
I'm
something
sorry.
important. I feel like we should probably meet up with these lightning tracers, because if we have to go do this underworld thing, there should be somebody, another group
After the
at the
link.
same after the links. And if you know that they haven't been able to get a link yet, our knowledge will probably help them.
I mean,
Let's just hope
I
they're not
feel
too
like
arrogant. I just- Okay, no, all right. No offense. No offense. No offense. But I hope that they're a little bit more. I hope they're not
You're
as
gonna get struck by
air-
fucking lightning.
arrogant.
I hope they
I'm just
learn
I'm just gonna write it down. So
You're gonna get struck by fucking lightning.
okay. Arrogant's not the right word. I'm sorry.
No, it's arrogant is the right word. Conceited,
I hope that they're a little bit more open-minded, maybe.
grounded.
Grounded. That's yeah. Then
Your dad?
yeah, I mean you said it.
Despite that,
I'll be the one who gets struck by lightning.
He does that.
I mean, there is one way to find out.
Hear a crackle in the distance. He knows we're talking
Would we
shit.
have heard anything about a traveling group of Zeusian?
We know they're
tribe?
in their Xandarian Empire, right?
That's true. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
What was the group that we
you've heard,
replaced
yeah.
in the Race to Olympus?
Huh?
What was the group we replaced in the Race to Olympus?
You're thinking
That was
about
the Golden Hope.
lightning chasers.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh yeah, because it was the honorary of your first
Yeah.
of the campaign. Yeah. I
So
remember.
But yeah, so you've only heard of the lightning chasers through the gods. Those are the only people that you've heard
I wonder where they're
about them
at.
through.
You just
Are they
keep
just
track of
like
them where
that
they are on the map,
I'm
Sammy?
not
Yes.
good at what they're doing. That people are
Nice.
just like, eh.
But I
Sammy,
feel like the more people
where are
we
they
have
now?
looking for these, the better. Like, this is a
Yeah.
lot for us to do. And if we have to go do this underworld thing, the more the merrier to me.
No, I
I
agree.
I agree.
I agree.
I just think we would need to like talk to him, make sure we can we should be able to trust him. I mean, they're but I just hope that they're kids of Zeus. They've got to be competent, right?
Yeah,
We're-
so
We all have our own faults.
Yeah, true.
I don't think
I
they'd be
guess
able
we're not
to-
always
I
competent.
don't
so,
think they'd be
I
able to
don't know.
handle each other if all 5 of them were that boastful and prideful. Like, goddamn.
It's a whole group of
All the
siblings.
testosterone in one group.
Technically, hold on, let me think about this because Apollo is the
Zeus is-
son
Zeus is my
of
grandpa.
Zeus, right? So, does that make me your half uncle?
Oh
Adagio?
God.
You a strange person.
we've been over this before, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure.
Okay.
can we
If
just
you-
do
if
it
you think
about it too hard, it
Afro,
makes no
where it's
sense.
not DNA.
If I think about it too hard, I start to get a bloody nose. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
You're also my uncles. Oh my god. Where are all my birthday gifts, uncle?
Can
I'm not related to any of you motherfuckers.
I accept cash. I think Apollo.
Well,
is somewhat
technically,
related to
Honora,
Zeus.
the Muses are technically the children of Apollo and Dionysus.
That makes you my
Wait, does that mean that I'm
Non-binary
Adagio's half
niece?
Sort of.
half
half
sibling?
sibling. Wow.
Wait, no.
Welcome to Greek mythology.
That's why you guys are so close.
Ooh.
Let's
I
go.
look
It
at
all makes
Adagio and
sense.
be like, hey, now that I know who my mom is, we're technically siblings.
Oh my god. I see. I got all.
walk this lonely road.
Wait, what did you
the
say?
only road that
I can tell I got all the good looks, and then I'll flip my hair.
Ouch.
It's okay. You got the smarts. You got the look. I got the looks. You got the brains.
I
So-
will say, I thought it was really, really funny that you got a gem encrusted chalice, and one of your starry forms is a chalice.
Is
I don't know.
chalice?
I just thought that was really, really really cool.
Okay, so the
carry on.
plan is to stop the war that is happening in this town, find the lightning chasers so that we can share our missions together. That way, that either one of us goes to Underworld, at least one of us is looking for the links, and then
Well,
share.
One of us is
They won't
going
have-
to the underworld from the way it sounds.
They
Okay,
won't have any information on the
I don't
links.
think that we should directly
They are
designate time to look for the lightning chasers. If we run into them along the way of looking for links, so be it. I mean, it sounds
Just
like we're
remind
going to be on even more of a time crunch now, and looking for them might just be like a wild goose chase. We could be on opposite sides of the continent and not know. I mean,
We know they're in the Xandarian Empire. Probably the best place to look is Xander.
We can ask the Arcanist because
I
don't know.
guess.
I would keep track of power
Can
people like that.
I could
Is that-
scry to find out where they're at.
Okay, so
Would you
immediate
have to know them?
goals. Immediate goals.
I can still
We
roll.
figure
I
out
can
what
still
to
be
do with the
rolling
link we have right now. We try to get a hold of the lightning chasers
Try
and
something.
get them on the search for links as well, and hope that they're competent enough.
Yeah.
We plan where we're gonna go next after we get this dealt with, and Poseidon doesn't think that we're gonna really get any more information on the underworld besides what we already know, because that's what the gods know. So, if there's anything else you guys want to put into that, go at it. But that's kind
How
of
long ago
where I'm
was
at with
Hercules like a thing? Like, is he like hundreds of years ago, like years ago, or like?
Yeah, he's
it's-
hundreds of years ago, but Heracles is still the champion of Zeus, although he's
Ah.
dead. But yeah, like he's still around doing Zeus's bidding, but he spends most of his time on Olympus.
Hey, it's like
We talked
Phaeton and
to champion.
Apollo. It's like your brother.
Yeah,
Can we talk to champions like that? If I bring
only if you I only if Zeus sends him to talk to you, or
Okay.
you have a relationship with Zeus that allows you to contact him.
I
Wait
sleep
a
with
second.
Zeus every Friday.
So
We have a great
when
relationship.
when I was dreaming and I saw Theseus, right? Theseus is the ruler of a nation, right?
Yeah.
So was he asleep too? And Poseidon was just like, "Hey, wake up. We're talking to your little shit ass brother."
It depends. You do know that Theseus's situation is highly unique. Um,
Yeah, you got
it is
talked
it
about
is
Poseidon.
yeah, it is much more common to have someone become a champion after their death, a la Phaeton. Essentially, like they've done all
Rip.
they can on Earth. Now you're gonna do more on the celestial plane. But there are people that become champions during their lives. That's just rarer. But it's if they've done something so incredibly heroic that the god wants to bestow the greatest honor upon them. But Theseus is the only person in history who has been both a champion and a king at the same time. But Poseidon did not think that there was anyone else that he would want to be champion. He also knew that Theseus had responsibilities to the throne of Athens, and he said, I'll make it work.
Okay.
It's like,
Before we break huddle,
it's like,
Yes.
no.
just one more suggestion. Before we bring in the Lightning Born, shouldn't we find like something? Well, like a way to, like something to do with like the links that they find.
I
Right?
don't think that's going to be something that we'll be able to have just every time down pat. I think that's going to be one of those things that it's just whatever we've got at the time.
Is there a
I
way
mean,
we
we
could
can
just
tell
give
them
to
about
the
the Blood
god?
Blast Cube.
I mean, like,
We're gonna send them after links, and they know like less what to do with them than like we do.
It's
also,
Well, I mean,
I
like-
will say, the main reason that we're being considered for going to the underworld is because lightning chasers haven't made any progress. So if we help them make progress, they might. I mean, the other guys might not be persuaded. The lightning chasers might have to go. I don't know how that's gonna work. That's just what I know.
I don't know
Well,
about you, but
before we
you-
go to the
are we trying
underworld,
to
we
get
need to
the
talk to
underworld?
them.
God damn.
That's true.
Wait. But 3 people talked at the same time for me. I don't know if I just lagged or what happened.
No, that was real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I still
Alright.
feel like we need to see the lightning chasers, and I look at it as if we give them information, they wouldn't have been able to do it without us. Right?
Yeah.
It's just delegation.
Okay.
I just think we should have all our information before we give them information.
Where are we gonna meet though? Because that's a lot of demigods in one
We'll
place.
find them.
Well,
We'll meet
The
on the
thing that-
divine battlefield.
there's only so much we can do to find information though, because like each link, it's different how you have to handle it, so that we need to make sure that they
balance
know
each other
that.
out if we have all of them, right? So maybe
Um,
Which one is the
I
one
don't know.
about
From the
maybe we should
sounds
talk
of
to
it,
some
this
guys.
section?
I don't know how well trying to talk to some gods is going to go. We don't always get responses, and I'm less likely to get a response than anybody.
I mean, I would say maybe. Man, I wish I could cast sending. That'd be awesome. I could just hit up Theseus. Maybe I could try it.
No, I haven't.
Because maybe Theseus would know of something. I feel like a champion of a god would
What
have a bit more
reason,
knowledge on
like,
maybe how we can
it's like-
contain.
Like
maybe
we did
I
didn't
think
do
he
one
would
of
have
or
told
maybe-
you if.
even. Yeah, but I also didn't ask, so maybe not. I don't know.
And at the end, okay. Also, though, at the end of the day,
It's
if
kind of
the gods
nerve wracking when you're in that
send-
environment, right? Like, I didn't know.
If
I
the
was kind of.
guys- I don't know. If the gods send us to the underworld, I don't think they're going to leave the storm chasers out high to dry.
The lightning chasers.
They're the
Whatever
lightning
it-
born. Lightning
What is their
chasers are a
names?
different group.
What is their names?
They're
No,
the
no.
Lightning
So
Born,
hold
right?
on. They
I'm
are.
so
They are.
confused
Their
now.
group name is Lightning Chasers. Poseidon referred to them as the Lightning Born in your
Mm.
dream just now,
I was right.
referencing them as Zeus's
you.
children.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Maybe we
I was
could.
right, motherfucker.
Didn't you say
Can't
Storm
run off with the
Chaser?
gods.
No, I said lightning chaser.
No, you definitely said
No,
Storm
you said
Chaser. You guys are
Storm
all
Chaser.
wrong.
I said
Anura, you
lightning.
absolutely said
I'm the
Storm
only one
Chaser.
that
Storm
said
at the
it
same time. I
correctly.
said lightning.
You said Storm. That's why I
I
said
did
You can roll back the tape.
up.
You can roll back the tape.
I will roll it back when we get done. I did not say storm.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, yes, they are called the Lightning Chasers.
Okay.
You also don't know how many there are, just so you know. You don't know
I
how many people are in
There's
their party.
4 of them.
I assumed there was 5.
I mean, I've heard a fair amount about Athens. I could just maybe.
Where are you going with this?
Okay. Let's do the
Bad-
first
bad
thing
idea?
that we can, which is talk to Alar and the king and
Okay.
stop this war from happening. That's one thing we know what to do right now.
Priority
Let's
number
go
one.
get
So
that
much
done.
on our fucking plate.
All right. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
We'll head to the
Go to
castle.
the castle, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys begin making your way to the castle. Adagio, along your
Sure.
way, a voice comes into your head.
You.
God damn it, Isaac.
19 days, Adagio. I hope you have convinced your party members.
Has it really? Or is that how many days were left?
How many days are left? There's 19 days left.
I was like, God, I was like 19 days already. Golly. Oh, it's Nicholas Kenai. Hey, babes, how's it going?
What?
Excellent.
Do any of us hear that?
I want to leave him so confused.
I mean, Adagio does. So you don't hear the message to Adagio, but Adagio, if Adagio wants to respond, he would be responding out loud.
Dajio, who are you talking to?
I heard too much sun makes your brain melt.
Too much sun makes
Are you trying to flirt with someone again?
I'm always flirting with someone.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Carry on.
We're just doing it telepathically, obviously. It's the best way to flirt with someone. They can't avoid it.
Telepathically. Who are you? What? What?
So
I did
You-
not like the vibes that came from that. No, thank you.
Are you Charles Xavier?
you head back to Ostcaron, the palace of King Varus Leodon. When you get to the gates, you see there are 2 Zendarian guard who, before you can even say anything to try to convince them to let you in, they begin to open the gates. They say, "The king is expecting you in the throne room. We will guide you there."
Heard.
Oh,
Are you gonna
alright,
take
cool.
our weapons this time, or can we keep those? Is that
Say anything.
You can keep your weapons, but if you try to make any sudden moves, we will kill you without a second thought.
all right?
That's fair.
You can
Um,
try.
While we're being guided, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna have my weapon out because I'm gonna show the party what happened with it. But I'm not doing anything, just so you know. You're not concerned.
All right. And they begin to escort you forward.
Or
Okay.
are you? And I'll give him the Lewis Whitaker.
While we're going through the throne room, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show the party underbrush because I didn't before.
Yeah, so you now see a slightly longer, sharper, and physically wider underbrush.
What happened to redemption? Enlightened.
What happened to Redemption?
Nice.
Yeah.
It's also longer, but the hilt of Redemption is far more innate now.
So cool.
Yeah.
My
So
ponytail
you,
looks
you
great.
were able to finally figure out how to get it to evolve?
Yeah. I grew as a person and healed as a person, and then it healed. It did things.
Well, that's awesome. Makes me wish I had one. Cough,
Hint,
cough,
hint, Sammy.
Hermes, wherever you're at.
Hermes is like, I didn't know you existed until a couple minutes ago, sorry.
It's been more than a couple minutes.
In his life, probably a couple minutes.
That's true.
Alright, so
But yeah, it's a thing now.
Nice. Very proud of you.
you guys are escorted into the throne room. The room that just one night previously was the scene of bloodshed and chaos. You see King Varus Leodon sitting on the throne now with Arcanist Alar Zena Vodel standing beside him. The king has a sort of stern but mostly expressionless look as you enter. And the doors close behind you, and there are several guards who are just sort of in front of the doors.
Is the general anywhere inside?
I'll
The
step
general's
up
not
and
there now.
yeah, I'll step up and start explaining. So, you know what happened here last night? We had suspicions that it was the Maidens behind this, and we followed up. And I don't know if you've seen them yet, but we sent some of the clerics at the temple to see their bodies and see what they became. We learned that Miala was actually one of the 6 sisters, and that Pelbenion was actually an incubus. While searching their chambers, we found your necklace that they stole, and I'm pretty sure, Adagio, you have that. And I'll ask for it. Okay.
I'm gonna assume I do, and
You
hand
took it.
Yeah, you're the one that took it. So.
I tossed it to Ryuji because I wanted him to give it to Triaea.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So read it.
Well, then Ryujin.
I guess I have it. All right, this is news to me. Yeah, I'll walk up, with the necklace and just kind of like, you know, look like I'm gonna try and be like, as
Formal.
Diplomatic.
yeah, as formal as possible, and just like give it to
As a
him, you know.
non-threatening.
Yeah.
You walk up, and you know the throne sits on top of a small, like, steps, and the king motions for you to stop at the bottom of the steps, sort of the exact same spot that the presents were presented to him last night. But Alar steps towards you and takes the amulet and brings it up to him to examine.
We also found the book that was supposed to be your gift from Waywalker.
Waywalker.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the first part. What?
Vineman.
Whatever. Vine. I knew it was Vine something.
Yeah.
Vineman Waywalker. We found the original book, and then I'll motion to Alexios, who has that.
Yeah, I'll take out the book and it's safe. It's not the same one.
You see that the same ordeal happens, so you stop at the base of the stairs, and before Alar picks this one up, he actually does a little arcane sigil, and you recognize a detect magic spell. But he seems satisfied, and he takes it, and he hands it to the king.
I hope this is enough evidence to show that the people of Delphi and the people of whatever the town is.
That country.
Ithaca.
I know it starts with an I. And
It's like a real place, y'all. There's a college named after it and everything.
It's the birthplace and homeland of
Odysseus.
Odysseus, yeah.
And the people of Ithaca mean you no harm. We did our best to get rid of the evil that has been presiding over this place for decades, and we were able to defeat them.
Spell attack is a +8.
The king looks at you all in turn. You have done a great service to Sylvan. You have rid this city of an evil that has plagued us for over a decade. An evil that has plagued
At least 22
me.
years.
You who come from Delphi, a different alliance entirely, and yet you come to this city and you help. And he looks at Anora. We are proud to have a bit of Sylvan represented in the hands of fate. The heroes of Delphi and beyond. You do not know, you cannot grasp the scale of which you have saved this city. If not for your work, we would be at war. Sylvan and Ithaca, Xander and Athens. A war that would see many casualties, and a war that would have been started under false pretenses. You have saved us from this alternate future. You have saved the legacy of my reign. Sylvan thanks you. And the entire empire thanks you.
With money?
Can I look to the
Can I,
king?
Can I just like elbow Adagio just really hard inside?
I meant how lovely.
Honora?
Just doing our
I want to look to the king and just kind of like nod my head to what he had said at first, but then say, I know we can't exactly grasp what avoiding the war was, but I know that you had been affected by the dreams, and my parents had been affected by them, and those dreams were the reason that I was basically forced out of Sylvan by my parents as a child. So I just want to make sure you know that while we don't understand the war side of it, at least I understand what you went through with that.
It is because of what you have gone through and your connection with this city that I believe a gift is warranted.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna elbow Adagio on the side and be like, I'm gonna test out these newfound abilities on you if you don't shut the fuck up.
That's just Isaac being greedy.
Nora, that is no way to speak in front of a king.
He reaches
Sorry, King.
beside the throne. A
Nice
gift
little fireball.
from an emperor to a king. From a king to a hero. And he will lift up the beautiful, ornate Feywood longbow that he was given just last night.
Maybe.
Holy shit.
Hang on.
Sorry, excuse my language. I'm so sorry. I was not expecting that.
Is there only
My
one?
days of war and fighting are hopefully behind me. But your days are many, and you will face great foes. This beautiful weapon, Thornwind, is in far more useful hands than mine. And he reaches out to you.
I'll go to wherever I need to grab it.
He doesn't stop you from approaching.
Okay, I'll go to grab it, and I'll nod my head at him and say thank you.
You hold this dark wood with almost silver that hits the light. And you see these runes carved into it and inlaid with magic stone dust. And it feels powerful, but also elegant, finely crafted, beautiful, and deadly. You can add Thornwind to your inventory.
Said Thornwind?
Thornwind.
Right.
As for the rest of you, I wish I had more personalized gifts to give, but hopefully this will do. And he gestures to the Arcanist, and the Arcanist reaches behind the throne and pulls out a large bag and reaches out towards you. Adagio, you take it.
Holy shit!
Yeah, money, fudge, yeah.
Anora, Thornwind is a weapon that was made for a king by an emperor. And it
Holy
sure as fuck
fucking
is statted that way
shit.
as well. That is a
God
+3
damn,
weapon.
Sammy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Also, scale of 1 to 10. How bad would it be if Anora's tried to flirt with the Arcanist?
Only one way to find out, Anora.
Roll for
I'm
persuasion.
scared. I don't wanna be embarrassed.
I want to ask the king
Yeah.
that that necklace. You know, if you don't have any more use for it, I happen to know a girl who's plagued by horrible dreams, and I feel like that would help them just a little if you have no more use for it.
But
It's the
also, don't
least I
feel
can do.
obligated to give it up if you don't. Okay.
If you
It's
are
not- it doesn't-
confident that the source of these dreams is gone,
I mean, she
Then
told me as much,
please.
but she was the source of them.
allow it to go somewhere it is more
I will-
needed.
Yo,
He will hand
bet.
it back. He will hand it back to you.
Yeah, say less. Try it. I got you something.
Wait, do you have the
Um,
necklace or do I have the necklace?
I'm taking that necklace. I grabbed the money
Okay.
bags. I'm up there too.
Gotcha.
Can I? Okay,
much-
then I guess I'm gonna try it. Fuck it. I'm gonna look to the Arcanist and have the looking at the bow and look over and go, "Do you want to help me test this out later?"
I am not much for archery, but
Can I interject?
I'm
like,
sure
full
you are
stop?
most gifted at it.
Can I right
Aw.
after the Arcanist finishes? Can I try to help with him by kind of get his attention?
help.
Be like trying to make some obvious eyebrow raise, wide eyed, head nodding,
This
come on.
Arcanist.
There's some other stuff
The
that
Arcanist,
happened that I want to test out.
they're a drow. It's kind of hard to tell how old they are.
Oh yeah.
I don't
yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah, I just want to try and I guess help. Be like, come on, what do you like?
There's some
You
other
dying?
magic stuff I want to test out. I would appreciate the help.
I can speak for myself and the king when I say that we are extremely grateful for what you have done here. If you have need of my services further, I will be spending most of my day at the temple checking in on the general to see how her recovery is going.
Actually, Arcanist, we need some diamond turned to dust.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have this 50 gold worth of diamonds. Do you think you can turn this to dust? We need to do some greater restorations.
Of course, it is a minor parlor trick.
Partly.
Yeah, I give it. I
Fucking
give it
bitch.
to him.
I wasn't there. I didn't say that in game. I didn't know it happened.
Wait, how much money did this man hand me?
Are you,
Yeah,
are
what's
you
in
gonna
the
are you
bag?
gonna look and count it right now?
I'm gonna look inside. I want to just in the general how heavy is this bag?
It's hefty.
If I open it, is it gold, platinum, a mixture?
It
Of,
looks like a
coin-
mixture of gold and platinum. Mostly gold, but some platinum as well.
You know what? Y'all, we're paying back that boat, I guess.
I thought we
Can I-
paid that already.
We're paying
Can
it back.
I
Oh,
addressing the king and the Arcanist? One last thing, maybe. You wouldn't happen to know the whereabouts of another group called the Lightning Chasers, would you?
The Arcanist. Because I have heard the name, yes. When we were just briefly in Xander, we heard tale of them somewhere near Olympia last time that they were spotted.
Okay.
Where is
Awesome. Thank you.
Olympia is
That's
right
what-
on the northern ridge of the Olympian Mountains.
Okay.
It's a start.
Who'd have fucking thought?
It's a whole mountain ridge, girl.
It is a whole, almost complete circle.
Hey,
Is there anything else we can do while we're still here? I mean,
The city
Your
is
party-
yours.
Your party got canceled. Maybe we could throw another one of those.
I think I'm alright for another, perhaps, 100 years before another birthday party.
all right. I expect to be
Awesome.
invited to the next one because of all of us. I should still be alive if nothing happens.
I will probably. Yeah. I mean, you can send an invite. I might not make it, but You know,
Do enjoy the rest of your stay here. How long are you expecting to stay here in Sullivan?
Probably till sunset.
I'm not
Bruh.
sure. There's my family's of course originally from here, and there's some stuff that happened, and I just kind of want to spend a little bit of time with them before we leave.
Of course. Well, whenever you do venture from here, venture forward with the blessing of King Varys Leodon.
In the form of a singlet? A nice little ringlet? Maybe a symbol? What? I asked for too much. You ever notice that?
That is Xandarian gold in that pouch of yours. That should do the trick.
Oh, so I can't use this anywhere else?
Other places will take it.
Isaac!
Just like
It's
you've
still
spent
gold.
Athenian gold in here and it's been fine. It just
Listen,
marks like
my
where it
hometown-
came from.
My
God damn it,
hometown
Isaac.
The gold that goes into Athenian gold, so it's just
Yeah, like
second
currently in your
place.
pocket are a bunch of gold pieces with Theseus's face on them, and looking in here, you see a bunch of gold pieces with some random drow's face on them.
That's so funny.
God.
Heard. Alright.
Has Alar finished the dust yet?
Oh yeah,
Hasn't
yeah. So
finished
literally,
making-
he takes it in his hand. He just goes,
Nice.
and it's dust.
Ryujin
Wait,
is
stop.
amazed. How the fuck did you do that?
Oh,
It
thank
is
you.
something that only people like me can do. But you are lucky. If you were not friends of mine, I often charge thousands of gold for that.
God
What?
damn.
Oh, okay,
But it was so
cool.
fast.
Yes, well,
Well,
it is fast now because I am quite gifted.
Ah, I see.
well, thank you for that.
Inside chat.
I wanna
Your little
As we-
clerk at the spire did not believe that you would do it for us.
Well, to be fair, I have never made this exception before.
That's
Oh,
fair.
like rubbing her face.
how's the general?
Yeah, how is it
From
now?
the reports that I have heard, she is weak but alive and will recover. But I have not had the opportunity to visit her yet, so I look forward to doing so later today.
Would you
Wish I
mind
had
if
been able
we
to do
maybe
more when it happened.
tagged along? Would that be
It's
okay?
just the temple?
If you see me there, that is quite alright.
Right.
All right. Well, we thank you for the gifts. We were happy to help here. That's kind of what we do. And
Enjoy Sylvan, Hands of Fate.
As we
Yeah.
leave, do we have enough like for both restorations on Elme and Anor?
yeah, now
Yes?
we do.
Okay, bet. Yeah.
As we're getting ready to leave, I'm gonna turn back to the king again and just nod my head and say thank you. This has never felt like home or a welcoming place before, and now it does. So thank
Use
you.
that bow wisely. If I hear that
will.
it has fallen into the wrong hands, I will kill you.
I expect no less.
Before we, can I just turn around and just like finger gun at him and say, "Hold you to it"?
As we walk out, I want to
God.
wave and wink and be like, "See you in my dreams."
All right. Well, I was going to turn around to the Arcanist and be like, seriously though, if you do have some time, I would like some help looking through some of the stuff that happened after everything.
I love the idea that all of you are trying to get the last word all at the same
I'm
time.
not
Does
trying to
anybody
say
know how to
last
leave
word
the
it.
room?
I just wanted to make a joke. I'm leaving.
All right.
I mean, I'm out. I'm out the
I'm
door
not
now.
to set footing with that king.
Yeah, as
So,
soon as I say that to the Arcanist, I'm leaving.
You need some
Adagio, when you do end up having the time to look through that bag,
$3 million.
you see 8,000 gold
Oh my god.
God damn.
and 200 platinum.
I just want to
So
take.
can
That's
some of this go
28
to the party fund of me
12,000?
making potions all the time?
If I scooped a handful into my hand, how much money would that be?
A lot.
I just want to know. Like, I'm gonna take a handful and then be like, "Here you go, party fund."
You guys can all see that the pouch is still very full.
I'm poor and I would like money in my pockets, please. Let me buy things.
Should
So
we put a certain amount and then split it 4 ways?
5.
That
Which
sounds
5 ways?
Or
There's 5 ways.
5, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds good to me.
Okay, do
I
it.
was still
that, you just
forgetting
got a
about you,
ball.
mate.
You just got a whole
What?
ball.
Ilme, he's still
Yeah, but
forgetting
I
about
don't
you.
want any money for me specifically. I want money to put towards making potions.
Yeah, that's what I would assume that came out the group fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying, can
Yeah, I
we make sure
wouldn't
there's some
make you
set
make
aside for that?
shit yourself.
Okay, so we're gonna split
it's
it 5
out of
ways
the-
and then put a certain amount into the party fund.
Yeah.
So how much
I
is
don't
their
know.
total
Apparently,
again?
I'm not allowed to have anything
Eight-
because I
Just
got the
split the
vote.
5 ways.
How much is their
There's
total?
8,000 gold, 200 platinum.
Platinum is one
28.
platinum is how much? 100 gold?
It's 10
Or
gold
10
10
pieces.
gold. 10 gold is a platinum.
So we have total of 10,000 gold.
Okay,
If you-
so there's 5 of us, maybe 1,000 per person, and then 5,000 in the party fund.
Sure.
Works for me.
Yeah.
1,000 gold, I can buy things
Okay.
now.
Cool beans.
So who's keeping track of the party funds?
I
believe
have the
that's
party.
Roman.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can add 5,000 to the party
Can
funds.
I have mine in platinum? Because if I don't, I am very much going to become encumbered very
Yeah, sure.
quickly.
100
Ooh.
platinum
Okay.
then in that case.
True. Yes.
I am running out of ways to carry. I'm not strong.
Yeah. Let me see what will happen if I 10,000.
Oh, Ilme, while you're putting stuff in that there bag, I
Mhm.
forgot I've still got this dragon scale mail. I can't wear it. It's super heavy. It's really cool, but I'm just gonna put it back in the bag.
None of us can wear it. Are we going to just hold on to it?
Can we
It
break
was
it up
made
into-
for you.
What if
Yeah,
I
we-
like made it into like dragon bracers instead, and we just had like arm resistant to acid?
Like Wonder Woman bracers that you have to actually block
exactly.
it.
That way, if Elma ever like accidentally slashes one of us, like, oh,
Listen,
no, it's
we
going
could
out.
start a really cool like weapon collection in Delphi. We could have it like on
could.
an armor stand next to the axe, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We still have
I'm
that.
just saying, if I
Minecraft
was
style,
to wear
you
it,
know?
I'm fairly certain Sammy would do everything he could to kill Honora because I'd have way too many resistances.
I'm already doing everything I can to kill you.
Hey! What did I
Right.
do?
Okay, so I'm gonna remove that from my inventory, so just make sure that
Yeah.
that's in the
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep,
you
it
wanna
is.
back
Dragons.
I got
Okay.
it.
cool beans. Because I am encumbered with that now. Alright, cool beans.
All right.
Can I
What's
my
next
hearts-
for you guys?
I'm gonna put on my
Um, Do you guys want to head over to the temple so that we can get that restoration going?
yeah.
Yes, yes. I would
my
also
hit
like
points back, please.
Sammy.
Wait, I want to ask Honora how long they want to stay in Sylvan for.
I mean, we gotta figure out what we're doing. And we're not gonna leave today. If we leave today, after still trying to figure out what we're doing, we'd be a little behind. So if I can get things settled with my parents to figure out what's happening and stuff like that. Hold, please. Katie, are you okay?
You're not muted.
Sorry, I just heard something crash in my bathroom. My bad. I want to make sure my roommate was okay. If we can get things settled with them and figure out what's happening there, I'm fine with leaving in the morning.
There's a lot of things
Okay.
happening.
Sammy, just really fast, could I have a quick description again of the priestess of Poseidon in the temple?
yes, you can. Let me pull her up.
I can't remember.
She is a water genasi. Seaman Terrywin is her name.
How old does she look?
Oh God.
It's hard to tell with genasi,
What is
but
happening?
she doesn't seem much. She's probably in her 30s or 40s equivalent.
Okay, let's head to the temple. Figure
Okay.
out.
Nora is
Alright.
demisexual, and the Arcanist has been on our side. Okay.
About what time is it now, Sammy? Like,
It is. I'd say it's around noonish, maybe a little earlier.
Okay, let's go to the temple. I want to feel whole again.
All right.
Same.
You guys head to the temple and pull some priests over and hand them some of these diamond dusts to try these restorations. They start with you, Ome, because you look worse.
Does Ilme look worse?
I don't know. What's your max hit points right now?
Mine is
37.
42.
Okay, so they start with Anura.
I'm like, I'm at 37. There's
Yeah.
a -3 on my constitution
But
right
actually,
now.
there's enough of them. They can do it at the same time. They
Okay.
sprinkle the diamond dust over your heads and begin their casting, and you feel the warmth from their holy magic hit you, and you feel rejuvenated. And you can go back to your full hit points.
Oh, thank fuck. Does that fix the constitution as well?
Yes.
Oh my god, I thought you were about to say no for a moment, Sammy.
Oh, yes. Yes.
At what level?
Greater Restoration fixes it all.
At what level do
Oh,
clerics
thank
get Greater Restoration?
fuck.
It's a 5th level spell.
God.
I
dang.
can cast it.
By
Why
the way,
would
just so you know, all the head priests here are level 10.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
we
I'm
just
as strong
battle.
as them as far as spells. Holy
Yeah.
shit, that's cool.
That's why they were so exhausted trying to keep Sealot alive.
But we could still beat their ass.
I mean,
Let's not try.
can you imagine it's
Yeah.
like one cleric fighting us and like all the other clerics just like simultaneously healing the one fighting us? And
Yeah.
we're like, God
my
fucking
God.
damn it.
Why won't
That's-
you stay down?
Dude, that's the issue with like
That's-
every
that's-
healer in
that's-
any video game, alright?
Yeah. All right. So
Struggle.
what are you doing? You are
let's go
now
visit the
fully
general.
healed.
Yeah. Go
We've
search
stopped
for the
war.
general and
Oh, I want to talk to the.
Alor?
Well, I wouldn't do that here. I guess when we get back home, I want to talk to the Link.
Okay. The link is with you in Ilmay's bag right now. Just so you know.
Yeah, let me just whisper into Ilme's bag. Hey, girl, how's it going in there?
Stuffy.
I can only imagine.
Adagio?
Wait,
What are
why are you talking to this thing?
Well, I mean, some of the other links described like the world that was beforehand as like cool. So I mean, if all the links agree that their world was pretty cool, I'd like to know like the general history of the world. And we don't know. This link like went to these people because they like worship them, but that doesn't mean this link is evil.
I mean, they were evil, so we
Yeah,
can
the
only
people
assume.
used the power of the link were
I-
evil,
I
but
raised you, Nemosini.
the Mostly was inherently evil. So I mean, Nemesis was
What is
inherently.
this link's alignment, Sammy?
This link could be inherently blah.
I will say that without attuning to her, you wouldn't know her alignment.
Oh, I was just wondering.
But she has an alignment.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah.
I just want to talk to her. I think she's funny.
Well, let's
think
do
the
that.
link is funny?
Let's not do that in this temple
Yeah, that's
with
why I said at home.
other people around.
You ask to be brought to the general. And you are brought to a side room where you see that she is awake, bandaged heavily with a bandage around her neck and some of her other lesser wounds, and she's just sort of sitting up in bed, sort of staring off into the middle space.
Can I like sit down a little bit on like the edge of the bed and
She
say,
doesn't stop you.
"Hey, I know we're not really acquainted very well, but how you holding up? It was
Been better.
Ugh.
sorry that I don't know. I feel kind of responsible. You fought really well. You very
I
bravely.
protected my king.
You did.
And you stopped the war.
I hope you
Yay.
make a full recovery.
How does she look as far like is her hit points good or anything? Is that good or?
Yeah, you just know that bringing someone back to life in this way, it's draining.
Okay. I want to look to her and be like, and just look up and go, I'm sorry. I couldn't do more at the time that you fell. I tried so
You
fucking
all
hard.
fought well. Don't blame yourself. You didn't put those monsters in that box.
Did they release Vine? Did they release
I cannot say this person's name.
It's way walking. It's not that hard.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yo.
And the kids.
You didn't ask,
I did
but
not
you
ask,
assume
I
they
just
probably did.
assumed. They're probably trying to run back home because that was dramatic.
Yeah. Waywalk's
Oh,
gotta
I-
tell some poor parents that their
Yes.
kid is dead.
Who would have thought, you know? A bunch of monsters in a box of monsters. Crazy times we're living in. How's
Well,
your
Catching
how
up.
how does their throat look? Is it like scarred? Is that what
It's bandaged, so you can't see
Oh,
it
okay.
currently, but you can see the line where it was essentially almost decapitated. You can see poking through the bandages is just like a soft trickle of blood. Doesn't look like it's actively bleeding, but that there is a very big wound there that is still actively healing.
Okay.
Yeah, because whenever I got gored by the fucking Minotaur, if you hadn't put the hide over me, I'm pretty sure there would have been a hole there. So
Yeah.
I mean, I just have
You-
a nasty scar. I have two
Yeah.
nasty scars on my torso now. Damn. I got my stomach bored through, and then I got my chest.
Yeah.
Damn.
when did you
Harry
get your
Potter
stomach
looking
bored
ass.
through?
The Minotaur. We both got impaled.
Yeah, but I died.
I went down. I didn't fail my death saves.
I saved your ass.
Yeah. I just don't have a dope ass Minotaur hide scar. Alright, I just got a normal scar.
I got a horn from that Minotaur.
Fuck
True.
you. I'm joking.
What?
You got a Minotaur
wait.
horn, you
Is it-
got a Medusa head, you got an Incubus wing. You really
Is
do.
it-
You really can have a little collection
I
up in
got
Delphi.
two claws from two of the different sisters. Woo!
Yeah.
I also
wanna
have
look over-
no. What I had wings and
Oh, we also got Pegasus feathers.
I got wings.
You guys really can. You can have like a Batman style hall of trophies.
Yeah,
what
I want
can
to look over to the general,
Did I just take wings?
and-
I thought I took wings.
just reach out. If I was to cast a healing spell, would it help with anything with the wound on her neck?
I mean, you get the sense that the clerics have done all they can. At this point, it's just a matter of time.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Fast forward.
I want to look over to and be like, I know it doesn't mean anything. And I know coming back sucks. God, I know it sucks. But I don't know if it's happened to you before or not, but it eventually gets better. And
I just want to know if my
The
voice is
wound-
gonna stay like this.
No,
The wounds-
you should make a full recovery. I don't think it will. I think you'll be
The-
able to.
I mean,
It'll
you
just
sound-
take time, you know. That was a pretty
I
bad.
don't.
Way.
I mean, we don't know in the long run what could happen. We never do. Let's be real. This is Gaia. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're alive, and that's what matters. And I want to pull my armor to where you can see the spot on my stomach and be like, "It happens. You heal from it, and there's scars left behind. And even if your voice does stay like that, you're still a badass general."
You're God's damned right, I am.
Plus, you have an excuse now to wear like a really cool like
Green
bandana
ribbon.
or, like,
You can
a scarf, right? Or like a cloak, or you can just make like your custom neck wrap or something. You know, and the options are endless.
But, yeah,
I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Just it gets to a point where you forget the scars are even there sometimes.
Did I get any scars from dying?
Well, you didn't get killed by like a physical attack, right?
Oh.
Yeah,
You,
and
like,
it was
you were killed
also
by
you
a
immediately
ghost.
got brought
You
back.
got zapped.
Yeah.
I was killed by a ghost, and then there was that time I died in the water.
But it was all immediate.
Yeah.
Well, and
It's a
I'm pretty sure it
little-
was another spell. So
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, you might have some small scars here and there, but the really lasting, really big scars require a bit more.
Nice.
Like a minotaur or
Perfect.
a rakshasa.
Yeah. Or getting decapitated by a chain devil.
Yes, the opportunities
we
are
just wanna-
endless.
Yeah, we just wanted to check and make sure you were, up and about after everything.
I'll be fine.
I'm holding you to that. If you end up not fine, I'll come back here, revivify you, and kick your ass.
Hey, you can't use the threat I made on you on the general. Who do you
Yeah,
think
I
you
can.
are?
Yeah,
No,
I
you
can.
can't. It's
Yes,
reserved.
I can.
TM.
What are you gonna do?
If you
What
don't
are you gonna
mind,
do?
I'd
Fight
like
me?
to get
Yes.
some rest.
Yeah, get some rest. We're sorry for disturbing you.
And she just sort of leans down into her bed.
Alright, guys, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's let the general rest.
Let's, I guess, go back to your parents' house and figure out our next steps.
Yeah, I do want Alar to actually help me like work through like some of the stuff because I don't want to hurt anybody in the party.
What do you have to figure out?
What?
I want to test out some of the new stuff because I got a lot of new things with meeting Urania and all of that.
You want
Listen.
Alar to be your crash test dummy?
I don't want to be my crash test dummy, but like I want to ask him some
Okay.
questions about like what he knows about children who are not demigods but still from the minor gods.
Listen,
Okay,
if you want,
so
He knows
if you want to
a
just
bit.
wait, if you just want to wait around the temple, eventually they're gonna show up.
I want to do that so everyone can like pray then too.
I just want to talk to this.
To who?
I said the link.
Okay.
Do you just want to go back, Adagio? Because I'm not letting you talk to this thing here.
Yeah, I'll go back with you.
Okay. We're gonna go back to your parents' house.
We'll meet y'all there. I will, and everybody else stays. I have some questions, and he might have answers.
I kind of want to go see if anybody would let me use their forge.
I will come with you. That sounds interesting.
We insulted them last time. We'll see how this turns out.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hey, you're the saviors
I'll
of the
shut up.
state.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So let's go to Adagio and Ilme. You guys head back to Anakis's home. At this point, Anakis is gone and is actually making her way to the temple. But Therai's body and soul are up in the upstairs bedroom with the door closed and locked. What would you like to do?
Okay, you want to talk to this thing?
Yeah, let's talk to this thing.
Okay, well, we can't open. I'm not opening the box. Pretty
Which
sure
one of us
Alexios.
steals the cube? Alexios?
Oh, I'm pretty sure Alexios is the one that put it in here, so we can't even open it in the first place.
Correct.
I would have opened it anyway. I'm not trying to die all of a sudden from like psychic damage or some bull.
Okay.
What
Then
damage?
I'll pull it out and be like, "Go at it."
We'll just
The
place
link,
it down
the
on
link
the
just looks at you.
What did we say her name was?
Thea.
Taya.
Dea?
Thea. Thea.
Titaness of sight and
The shining
Shining.
ether.
what does that even mean? Can I ask her
You
that?
assume-
What does that
yeah,
even
sure.
mean? What's the shining ether?
The ethereal plane is split in two. I share this domain with Hecate,
Hmm.
but my part of the plane is the deep ethereal, a connective road between other planes, shining and glorious.
And sight like all sights?
I see. I am somewhat considered the Titaness of the present. I see what is around clearly, more clearly than any of my brethren.
What was the world like all those years ago?
The world was right.
Did you say the world was round?
Right.
Right.
The world was right.
Oh, I was like, I'm sorry, what? Sounds like a great place, you know? real descriptive, used all the right words. That's a world worth fighting for.
I do not kid myself to believe that either of you would choose to worship me when your hearts already belong to other deities. And so if you will not worship me, then I have no information to give.
Worship. I'm just here for knowledge.
And I am here to be worshipped.
Yeah, I don't like that. What does worshiping you even entitle? I like bring you some fruit or something.
Devote your life to me.
Oh, I've already devoted my life to someone. Unfortunately, that spot is.
I understand. Which is why I hope you will understand that I have no incentive to tell you anything I do not wish to.
Aren't you bored? Like, like this cute little cube. I get to hold you like a goldfish.
I have been stuck in a prison for eons.
Wouldn't you like to know what's
Boredom.
changed? You've never seen the world. You can travel with us. Well, probably not with us because that's not a thing we're doing, but.
I can see more clearly than you ever have.
Ah, she right. She ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. Well, is that your goal? Are you trying to join up with the others and bring the old Gaia back?
Yes,
Ah, yes, sack. You're evil.
I am not evil. I
You're
merely
trying-
believe that my brethren and I once ruled this world and should rule again.
But isn't change the natural order of things?
The gods changed who was ruling the world, and we will change it once more.
But a river only flows in one direction. Trying to move it backwards is only going to cause more pain. And strife. And way too much energy. Goddamn. Listen, you. Then it won't flow anywhere. You're just controlling a situation that'll just erode eventually.
If you are trying to convince me to turn against my brethren and give our world to the gods, you are preaching to the wrong audience.
Aren't the gods your children?
Yeah,
Or at least you're like nieces and nephews.
nieces and nephews.
Yeah. Don't trust them with the world.
No, I do not.
Same. That's a mood. Well, Mrs. Cube, this was a great conversation, and you seem like a lovely titaness. Back in the backpack.
That's what you get with a neutral Titaness.
Damn, you're even more annoying than Themis.
Back.
Did you call her Mrs. Cube?
Mrs. Cube. I'm gonna whisper to the backpack, I prefer Themis anyway. She's cool.
Most do.
Oh. Just kidding, you seem cool. No, I'm sad. Now she seems like a depressed teenager.
That's a true neutral character.
Yeah.
Her neutrality.
She
Damn.
that her I will let you know her alignment is true neutral.
Golly.
But neutral for a Titan means that she believes that she is put here to be worshipped.
No, worship.
That's neutral.
Who's your bitch named Worship?
So, Anura is waiting for Arcanist Alar to find answers and potentially test out some of their new abilities. Alexios and Ryujin are searching for some forge that they will be allowed to use. All the while, the workings of Olympus are figuring out who will take this suicide mission, and the links themselves are scattering further still. We'll pick up there next week.
If you think about it, if we go on the suicide mission, would that make us the Suicide Squad?
I
What
hate
are
you
we,
so
some
much.
kind of suicide party?
If so, can I be Pete Davidson? What?
If I've seen the links
So
before, can I
right
cast
now.
locate object on them?
Potentially. I mean, I think
What did you say?
on a link, yeah.
No,
As
but
long as
I
it's not. But you wouldn't be able to find it if it were in a blood glass cube.
Isn't it also? Isn't there like a range limit?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if go to the general area where we know there would be, and I cast.
Oh,
you
yeah,
could use it
well-
as like a metal detector.
Yeah.
of the two of us, I'm pretty sure I would probably need to be the one to do that because I won't run out of slots as quickly.
I'm so sorry.
You can both
that
do
you're
it.
so magically inclined, and that my
I'm
levels
just
of barbarian
saying, it
are
makes more
ignorant
sense
on
for
the
me to
fact that
cast
I
it.
can't cast it as often.
How about I
Color
blink
me
the
useless.
cube
God
and
damn.
then leave the cube in the ethereal plane?
No, because she's powerful in the ethereal plane.
In a
Only if
blast, in a
it's
blood
ethereal.
glass cube?
Oh my god.
I
If
don't
we can
trust
get to
that
the
shit.
ethereal- Can we summon Hecate? Hecate, I summon you to the ethereal plane.
Guys,
Listen.
I'm the
How about-
green cloak mute.
How about this? Okay. We talk to Poseidon, get a magical blue whale, and it swallows the blood glass cube with the link in it like Pinocchio.
Their
Okay.
throats aren't that big.
y'all.
A blue whale?
They have. That's why they only eat krill.
Y'all, we
Yeah,
gotta eat.
you're
We
right.
gotta end this. I got class. In the
Yeah, we're
morning.
still on stream. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. We hope you had a good time. We'll be back next week to figure out where the party decides to go. They have a whole continent at their fingertips and potentially multiple planes of existence. So who knows what the next step is for the Hands of Fate. But we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone say bye.
Are we on the highway to hell?
Level
Is that what's going on?
10.